shark teeth. He was like, "Thanks, Dave, for mentioning my name. Thank you." And Dave just he ate him up, man, because he was coming after Dave, and Dave ate him up. I'm not going after Dave. I lose. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
And
Nope.
y'all killed my good high this night too. I was in the clouds. I was on the sofa. I was chilling, and everything.
That was my
Dang.
fault, man.
Y'all know how to blow a good high.
Damn.
Dang.
Dave was smoked. Dave was half baked when he jumped in.
Yeah, you could tell by the end that the high was gone. You see how when he hit play, he's like, "This ninja." If you know me when I'm smoking and you see me talking, it's like this. Hey, the sativa's gone.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize for the dick mannequins. I'm sorry. I couldn't
You
help it.
2 years too late for that apology. We've had a couple of Juneteenths. We've had a couple of 4th of Julys. A couple of Christmases this year. Yeah. My daughter's grown up now. What the hell are we talking about here?
I know, man. Hey, better late than never.
Better late than never. Oh god damn.
Oh man. Number
And I
love,
was and
number
I was
love.
and I, and I was a good mood today too because I drove all the way to Hillside. I got me some smothered chicken. I went on a soul food run. I got me some dressing. I got me some catfish and everything. And then I got to deal with the apples and asses.
It's dessert. It's dessert.
Nah, it's
That ain't the dessert I want.
No,
That
that, yeah.
you want.
man.
Oh, that ain't it. That ain't it, bruh.
Man, see, y'all say if y'all should have called me, hit me up before we even started this series, so I could have gave you the complete rundown, so y'all could have really went in on Derek when I wasn't around.
Don't nobody know how to reach you but Theo and maybe Pooh Man and Drew.
That is actually because when this first got brought to my attention, you haven't been on in a while, and so at that point, I don't think anybody knew how to get a hold of you when this first got brought to my attention. What was that like? What 4 months ago when you first said something about it?
Yeah,
When
but Dave was on a couple days ago. He was on a couple days ago. I was ninja watching.
Yeah, I was on
Drew.
Sunday and Monday this week.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, I was on
Well,
Sunday
yeah.
and Monday. I'll be back tomorrow too.
Okay.
Drew is either on first thing in the morning or late at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's early morning or late. I'm like the afternoon drive because of my work schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave he don't trust me with his numbers, so he never gave it to me.
How can I trust you when you was hollering at Shauna? Everything else is a moot point right now. Like, God damn, anybody who goes this hard, and it wasn't just one live stream. Derek was in the chats, like, so when we gonna go out? So this nigga was making love in the chat, trying to get. He was literally on his ditty, like, so Shauna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take that ass and apples, take that.
Damn, that's
What we
how I
gonna do
sound when I was
this
talking to
and
Janessa
everything.
Coleman, just
See,
like that.
exactly. See,
You
he's
did.
like, yeah, Shauna, you just don't understand. When I'm gonna get that number, you're gonna come. You come to Ohio, I'll come to New York and everything. Yeah, you just don't know
feel
what
like
you're
that's how it
missing.
was. I feel
I'm a
like that's
good
how it was
guy.
introduced to
Can't
him.
stop messing with good. You don't mess with good guys. You mess with all the bad guys, Shauna. That's why you have all these problems. And I'm looking like, nigga, stop.
Oh boy.
I'm telling you, I feel like that's how I got introduced to you, Derek Gaines. It's because of this right here, honestly.
I
That's
believe
crazy.
that.
Wow,
Messy.
this is it, huh?
Yeah.
I'm a
Derek, I
good
was
guy.
gonna say that's how you were coming on to me.
Yeah, I was.
No shame.
At least we know you have a pattern.
Hey, I'm consistent.
Didn't take long.
He's
to
consistently
figure that out.
bad.
I love you all.
All right, man. Let's let's get back into this. Oh my god.
I'm not looking for anyone.
Shauna, that's no. The question was, you keep trying to. You can't stay on the course here, girl. You can't stay on the road.
I know you're not staying on the course. You think because I'm a woman and I'm single and alone, I am dying to be with a man. I am not.
No. I didn't talk about being with a man. I said you are attracting what is coming to you.
Negative energy.
I'm not attracting anything because I'm not looking for anything.
This is not about relationships. This is about what you are attracting on your social media. And
I'm not attracting anything.
So Pookies don't come in, you just said.
They all do, and it doesn't matter. I can be. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Let's see. Pinball says good morning. People checking in from Mobile, Alabama. Appreciate you.
It's good.
What's Shauna IG? I haven't seen any, but somebody drop it in the chat. I haven't seen it yet. We can take a quick look. I haven't seen anybody drop the link yet.
Watch easy. How do the Pookies find you? How do the Pookies find you?
You said you don't know why these guys get in your DM.
Exactly.
I didn't say I didn't know why they get in DMs. They slide in everybody's DMs.
You can't learn when you're talking.
Thank you.
Trying to make
No, you can't learn. My point is they
shut the fuck up.
Call Dr. Mark Stern.
Thank you. Sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up. So I got Mr. Poombastic hit us again on the Cash App. He says, "Send you $5 for this is an X of men. This is an example of men logical. Okay, I got you. This is an example of men logical and women emotional. Facts, Mr. Poombastic. Facts. Let's get back to it.
This is the problem. And this is the problem between black men and black women. You're trying to out-talk, slick talk, back talk, and it's not working. I just asked you a simple question about your DMs. And you said most of you are attracting these pookies. Your mouth is running, no one can hear you. You're attracting these pookies. And all I want to know is, why do you think that is? It's something that you're putting out. I'm not saying that you're dating them or trying to go out with them. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is there's a connection between what you're putting out and what you're attracting.
That's simple logic.
You can give me the Matumbo finger all you want.
That's simple logic.
What's in your DM is not in your DM. What's in your DM is not an ES DM. What's in your DM is not in Mona D's DM. I just asked you a question.
Facts. It's not in Sheila DM, Bella Ring's DM, Elaine's DM, none of that, man. Because I thought about this when Drew's been talking. I thought about this. We got tons of ladies in here. Shanika, we got tons of ladies in here. The lovely members of the squadettes, some married, some single. And I've never seen one woman in our chat, let alone even get raunchy, but talk about sticking fruit in different orifices. Man.
It's good.
No, even when I was single, I wasn't doing all of that. Not in the chat. Not in the chat with a whole bunch of people. Now maybe off the chat. That's a whole.
That's what she was saying. What the hell?
Hey,
yeah.
I could dedicate a whole live stream of all the nasty stuff she said in my lives. Oh my God. I'm Messy. If you heard what was said, you would quit YouTube.
Child. Is she still on here?
You've heard some things, Messy.
And I have.
Oh my God. Azzes it's G-rated right now.
Is she still on here?
What's that?
I haven't seen her. I've tried looking her up. I haven't seen her.
I've been hit or miss on YouTube because of my work schedule and everything, but she showed up to one of my lives like 2 months ago. And then she sent me like a comment saying, "Hey, I still am around. I just don't comment. I'll be ninja watching." And I'm like, "Oh Lord." So, but yeah, she said she be snooping around, but I haven't seen her in the comment section lately.
She might be listening now, y'all.
Woo.
I mean, she might be.
Hey,
where did she store her great?
Where you at, Shauna? Show your fat ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? My bad.
Well, that would be different from what she used to do. She used to come in the chat and make all kinds of comments, and and then
well, she probably ain't done it since this.
Well, I haven't seen her, so but it doesn't mean she don't be in the chat. I just haven't seen her. That would be unlike her to be in the chat and not say anything.
I mean,
So she might have
I don't
changed.
think she wants to show her face after this.
Yeah, I can say it sound like from the way this ended, it sound like y'all probably done ran her ass up off when ain't been in nobody's lives or chats or.
No, after this, she was in Smoking Talks chat because they reacted to it, and she was coming at me, and then I shut her down again. And then my sexy is strong. She kind of reacted to it, but she ain't been on YouTube for a minute, and that's it. That's basically it.
Just to let you know how I feel about this, I could have reacted to this and made some money. I said the money ain't worth it. I said, YouTube, keep your AdSense. I need my health. I need my health and peace of mind.
Damn. Then you know damn well that Dave had enough if he didn't take the opportunity to make some money.
Hey, Messi, 2 years ago, you know when I was grinding, dropping content every day, the money was coming in. Oh my God. And I said, I don't need this $100 or whatever I'm gonna make off this live minimum.
Yeah. You was grinding for real. We all were.
I feel like this would have went way better for her.
If
I feel like
she
it would have
had
went way
just-
better for her if she would have just owned up to it.
She would have owned up to everything and quit lying and stacking lies on top of lies and just contradicting yourself. Then yeah, if you would have just been honest.
But real talk though, this is a good case study when we talk about modern women, and even when they say something, we literally hear what they say. I said play the tape back, like walking contradiction, lying, and then when you get triggered or bothered or you feel a certain type of way, you get backed into a corner, then you're just gonna lie your ass off, right? She is the prototypical case study of what guys go through on a day-to-day goddamn basis.
But the funny thing is, Dave, is that you could react to it now and it ain't nothing changed. You technically could.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
really
two years later, and it's like, and we could say this happened last night, and no one would have batted eyelash. Messi.
Exactly. You're making it.
I mean, it can be done. I'll say that. All right, let's.
You know why? Because they don't conduct themselves in that matter because they're of the one of y'all gonna have to let me know. You go, our day will be a little messy. Let's see.
Come here.
I'll be there. Salute to you.
The poly, and you go to the doctor.
Shauna Blue
and you
Days
sit up
high
there
says you
capping.
here.
You're single, you're poly, and you go to the doctor 2 times out the year, but they all take your blood and the men are lame and they're not in the DMs, but the pookies are in the DMs. But y'all are choosing the pookies. You're all over the place.
Come here.
You're all over the place. You say one thing and literally 5 minutes later you contradict
Say
yourself.
something totally different.
Not today.
Rest in peace, Matumbo.
Go in the house.
It's ridiculous.
Where you going?
No.
We're sitting here, we're asking you questions. I don't know why pookies are always in my DM, but I look at my chat and you talking about ass and all kinds of weird shit. And then you don't know why these guys are in your DMs? You don't know.
I still want to water yourself in the house.
It's something you're putting out.
Fucking Derek.
All of that, you still want to, Derek. Never mind.
So
Derek's
thirsty ass.
I still want to watch.
And if
I will watch.
Has Eric got a goddamn word in yet? Let EJ get some shine, man.
You put it out.
Hey, Eric Jordan, they said nothing.
Me either, Amir. I
I'm
cannot stand
gonna
this,
unmute
dude.
you. You tell me why you think they're in your DMs. Go ahead.
Hey, girl.
Oh, am I unmuted now? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, they're in everybody's DM. They go into everybody's DM.
No. My wife has a DM.
That is a lie.
There's no niggas in her DM. My sister has a DM. My niece has a DM. My in-laws have DMs. Niggas don't slide in their DMs like they in your DMs.
Now
Because they're not talking
that.
about dildos and apples up their ass. But go ahead.
Oh wow.
Well,
I was just,
Woo,
I lost
Lord.
mad brain cells. Shauna TV didn't know what she was talking. The delusional, unrealistic reality was strong in Shauna TV. She's far too gone. Lost, bro. Sad, man.
Yeah.
Man, I don't see how you guys did it, man. It's entertaining stream. Let's see. Let's get back to it, EJ.
I don't talk about that all the time.
Hopefully, Shauna let you speak
Just
soon.
on your channel.
You
It
talk
just
about
came
it
up
in
on
the
your channel.
So it's okay to talk about it all the time.
Berserker Barrage. Berserker Barrage. Berserker Barrage.
You have to respect yourself, dear. First.
I do.
Come on.
I
Okay.
do.
Now I'm really mad. I'm gonna chill.
Jose, like,
Yeah,
this is
Shauna, tell me
bullshit.
why they in your DMs. I asked why they in your DMs, not that
Exactly.
they're in everybody else's
Exactly.
DMs.
Why are they in your
I don't know.
DMs, man.
And they could, and you want to know something? They can stay there. They get mad too. Hey, they get mad.
No. Stay the course.
Come on.
You telling me you don't know why they're in your DMs?
No, I don't. And they can stay there.
Be right back.
I don't care whether they stay there.
Why
You
are
don't
they
know
in
why they're
there?
in the DMs, and we on here talking about apples in the ass.
Nor do I
my
You
care.
don't know why they're in the DMs?
And nor do I care.
I'm not asking whether
You're
you
not
care.
answering the.
You know what this is like? I remember having a conversation with a young lady that we used to all hang out. She hung out with a group, and she pulls up on the block and jumps out this Maxima. And we're sitting there looking, and she walks up. She's like, "What's up, y'all?" We was like, "Yo, who's homie?" "Oh yeah, we was coming from the club, and he drove me home." And we was like, "Okay, glad you're home safe." But that's not all the way from Brooklyn. He drove you to the Bronx. He could have did something to you.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Oh well, but I'm home safe." We're glad you're home safe, but you might not want to do that again. Why does the block have to tell you that's not safe? Oh well, he tried to do this. He's like, no, that was a big dude in that truck. He could have killed you.
Yeah.
True indeed. Stranger
And
danger.
I was like, no, you could have been dead. So none of that matters whether you'd have fought back. You'd have fought valiantly.
Facts.
You'd have been in the tombstone.
Facts. Some people just don't have stranger danger, and that's on them. That's
Right. So when I ask you why are these men in your DMs, you say you don't care and they can stay there. That's great, but let's get to the root of it. You really don't think you're putting anything out to have these men there?
No.
Wow.
And there you have it with black women today.
Wow.
Dusty Ninja says I found her IG. Go ahead.
Black women
Shauna
take
made her
the
IG.
strays.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's usually how. Let's see. He says, "Yo, Sheila, I'm private up with this
I'm
one.
good. And where you have boobs, your fetish with vibrate.
I'll bring it up with this
How
one.
did I know about your boobs, your fetish with vibrators and whatnot? And
Well,
where
we
you
were
now?
talking about that. We were talking about that at that particular.
No. You talked about it, which caught my interest. So like, oh, okay, let's see what you're talking about.
You brought it up.
And then what triggered me to
No, I didn't actually. Oh, wait a minute. That was the episode where Dave was giving a review, and what happened was, yes, he always gives reviews, right? And anyway, the girl that he was giving a review on, she had big boobs. And that's what everybody was talking about because they were in the camera. I mean, you couldn't.
Okay, so what did that have to do with-
wait a minute. And I wasn't the only female that mentioned that they had double D's. I wasn't the only one.
Why would you mention it? Why would you mention it though?
I disagree. I said, yeah, I have double D's. And you cannot hide them. That was
the issue in my chat is that what Derek's getting at is it's one thing to comment saying, damn, she got some big titties, or damn, she got some big boobs. It's another thing to volunteer the information.
Exactly.
Yep. You volunteered the extra information.
Sure.
It's one thing when a girl wears something, we like, damn, she holding, or she got something. And it's the next thing when you verbally or you're typing out what the extra is here. That's what we're talking about, the extra information. How do we know that unless you volunteer it out?
And Dave makes a great point when saying that, because there are some women out here that are just so, let's see, what's the best way I can put this? So naturally voluptuous, instead of saying thick as fuck, and even though I said it anyway, who's just naturally, their shape is just, yeah, they're not going to be able to hide it no matter what they wear. Some women, but it's the difference between looking at a chick like, damn, she got a whole lot of ass, and then her seeing the same chick in the same scenario, but she's shaking her ass opposed to you just observing it. Let's get back to it.
Thank you.
Well, yes, I did.
Well, this is what sparked Derek's interest. That's what I'm saying. That's all we were saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's what sparked my interest. But I ain't a Pookie. I was willing to come see you.
I didn't say that you were Pookie. I did not say that.
Hold on now. Hold on. Listen to understand. I was willing to come see you. But you said earlier something about don't nobody try to holler at you but Pookies and Ray Rays. But when a good guy tries
that. Ooh, was that her
when
arm?
A good guy try to holler at you,
Lord.
Did not say that and did not.
Sorry, I just saw. Woo, Lord.
Out of left field message, like, is that an arm?
My bad. My bad.
You were talking out loud. I'm not on mute.
Yeah, right. I should have been on mute. My bad, y'all. My bad.
No, don't go on mute, Messi.
Oh man, okay, yeah, because that just came out of nowhere.
I had to look up. I was like, "Yo, what arm?" I was like, "Oh, damn."
Legend, come back, Legend. Don't leave now. Come on.
Not do that.
Oh my God.
You're right, D. You're right, Dave. You're right. Okay. I done said what I said. You all cat. I'm not going back on that. You say one thing. I mean, you like 3-card money. You know, look over here, but look at what I'm doing over here.
Come on now.
Can't make this
Derek's still trying. You see, during this whole process here, Derek's still trying to get that number.
Here and listen. You talk about your big boobs and your apertures.
Let me grab the super chats here. No, I appreciate you for doing the leg work. That's what she's doing with it. It says, I wonder what y'all killing it with the Apple like button. And make sure you guys are subscribing to Messy Michonne, as well as Mona D, Bella Rings. Who else am I missing? V Ben Israel. Drop y'all links, man.
He was in there. He was up in that bitch.
Applejacks, right?
No, baby, I don't think.
Applejacks, right?
No, baby, I don't think. I don't think you could play with jacks with all that on your rack. But I like to see you bounce up and down a couple of times. Maybe you come down with some money. Since that's what you used to deal with.
No, no, that's not what I'm used to dealing with.
I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Well, exactly. You're filling in your own narrative, and that's what's been going on all night.
Yeah,
I get it because I'm not revealing everything. I get it. I get it.
No, you don't. You could have had it. But you didn't want it. You chose 3 for the better when you let the 1 get away.
Oh God,
that's power right there.
You could have had 3 in the possible.
3 in the possible.
3 in the possible. Oh man.
Shonda didn't want it. That's
three's
enough. Say that.
3's enough. That's what it was.
I want to know if the apples are small enough. Can you do 3?
Oh shit.
I'll pay to see that.
God damn it, Derek.
Derek!
I think we lost Derek. I think Derek dropped.
Did he drop? Hold on.
Yeah, I can't roast. I can still roast him.
Hold on. Okay, there you go.
Channel chat. Do y'all see Derek, even after all that's gone on, he's still putting on his Barry White voice on. He's still trying. He's still trying to get that ass. Like Derek is the prototypical ninja that you see in the club who won't leave the girl alone. So can I buy you a drink? Yeah. What's your name? Hey? Can I want to dance? Okay. Let me get you a shot. Shot. Hey, and everybody's like,
the nigga get a table dance.
Yeah.
The nigga get a table dance.
Right, Messi. And Derek just keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. Goddamn.
I told y'all I used to be a pookie. No one believes me when I say I used to be out there like that.
I think you're still out there, Derek. I think you're true to this. You ain't new to this.
I'm reformed.
You ain't reformed, dog.
No,
you still moving.
Derek, you are not. After what you did last time on Go Cree Cree's Live.
Do you remember the Mackin game that you tried to put on Janessa Coleman? Do you not? Did we forget about that?
Hold. Wait, he trying to holler at Miss Coleman?
Oh my God! What?
No, come on and told me this one. Oh, hell
oh my
no.
God! Oh no, bro! Hold on, no. We had the soft music, the soft jazz music playing in the background. We had one of Jay Tillman's originals playing in the background, and he had his glasses on, had his glass of moonshine, and he tried to put that that Mac game down on it.
You lying to me, Creek? Don't do
no, Chelsea.
No,
spot on with it.
No, Jesus moment. Come back to Jesus. No, stop this.
Matter of fact, because I actually didn't I put that in a snippet. I'll send you the snippet. Snippet where he did that.
I will not confirm or deny these allegations about me.
Damn you, Derek. Damn you.
Derek.
Only thing I can say is
you ended strong. And that could have been it. You didn't have to come back with no, Derek.
I just these are all allegations against me.
Allegations. Nah, Derek is the male version of all my life I had to fight. I gotta get that number and get that ass. All my life. Come on, man.
These are allegations. I don't know how my name is always twisted up in some shenanigans. I thought for a minute, I thought you was gonna talk about what I said in Harmonized chat.
The truth will set you free.
Oh, I didn't even think about Harmonized chat. I forgot about when you was talking about being every woman's personal bra. You talking about that in Harmonized chat?
Harmonized in his oh, come on.
He was in Harmonized chat the other day talking about volunteering to be a bra. To give support.
What is the order of this?
This ninja here.
Is it Shauna, Vanessa, me, Aaron, Harmonized?
Hey, my hands lift in support.
I totally forgot about Harmonized. That was just a couple of days ago.
See, after this live, y'all gonna have to loop me in of all the ones that Derek is trying to holler, because now I'm gonna dedicate a whole live stream to just
you gotta come on Sunday night, D.
My streams are usually every Sunday, and 9 times out of 10, he is on there trying to put the Mac game on somebody. Matter of fact, hold on, because what was that the other day? What was that? A couple of weeks ago. Didn't he ask Aaron? Didn't he ask Aaron to be his pulling pill, to be his Twizzler pulling pill? I remember that.
Oh my God!
No, go Creek. Really? Remember when Jay? Was it Jay and Ty? No, it was Jay and Ty Pro. They were like, "Spit your best game at Chelsea, Derek." He starts quoting Marvin Gaye.
No.
Derek, no.
Let's get it on.
Yes.
Go, Derek.
Oh my goodness. Hey, man.
Y'all lying to me now. Now this is the sick.
Blame it on the juice. Gotta get loose. Blaming on
Guys, now
alcohol.
this is just a sick ass joke now. Y'all just lying to me. Y'all just out here just saying things and be saying things. This can't be happening, Derek. I thought Shauna was bad enough. You just making
Don't
your
believe it,
rounds
Dave,
in every
man.
chat.
Don't
Derek,
believe it. It's the sisterhood, man. They're coming after me.
Derek is just
For
making
real,
the
the
rounds on every
sisterhood, for
channel.
real.
Child,
It's the
You gonna
sisterhood,
blame
man.
the sisterhood?
They're coming after me, man.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know what it is.
Oh my god!
They all got it in for me, man. Don't believe them, Dave.
God,
Don't believe it
no,
unless you see it for yourself.
Derek, Derek, you got the audacity to try to tell me don't believe them when you've been a bane, been a thorn in my ass for 3 years. Okay,
Damn.
talking about don't believe them, Dave. Man,
Don't believe that. I need you on my side on this one, Dave, man. Don't believe them.
you on your side. You acting like you got friends right now, Derek. You acting like you got friends right now. You ain't got no friends, Tommy.
I'm Legend's friend. I'm Legend's friend.
I feel so. Thank you. See, I feel so alone. I feel so alone.
I'm Legend's friend, y'all. I'm his friend.
You Aaron Hall now? You gonna start singing an Aaron Hall song now? I miss you. I'm thinking about you, baby.
You know he would, but he would though. Y'all know he would. Y'all know he would.
Now.
We
David's
used
on a
to
roll tonight.
talk and laugh all night long.
Oh my god! See what you done started.
What happened to those
God
days?
damn you, Derek. Derek, I think you need like a 6-month jail sentence of YouTube. We just need to lock your ass away for like 6 months. You need to set up a bid. You need to be gone to November.
And I'll be gone.
What would you do?
Remember
What
why
would you do
I'll
without
be
me?
gone to November? We need to make Derek gone to November. All right, shout out to White
Oh my
Cliff.
goodness.
That brother Pinball at the bottom.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Pinball done snuck in here too.
Hey, what's going on, Pinball?
Hey,
How you
Derek,
doing,
did you
Dave?
sleep good last night, brother? Did you have a good night's sleep, man?
What the hell?
That I was just calling you to tell you good night.
I forgot to call you to tell you good night, man. That's my fault.
Dang, it's a running joke. It's a running joke. It's a running joke in Kiki's show.
Damn.
Stop it, Ninja. Stop it, Ninja.
It's a running joke. Somebody had mentioned, I don't know who it was, Jay Tillman or somebody had mentioned calling up a guy and telling him good night.
I know it's the social media thing here, but for you, Derek, I believe it.
You gonna put that? Hold on. You gonna put that on me? That I brought that up? I didn't bring that up.
What dog? What dog did I
just
have?
expanded. I just expanded on it.
See, everybody's against me.
I'm not against you, brother. I told you that.
Even your phone blocked me.
That's
God damn.
Hey, yeah.
Derek's like, you blocked me. You deserve to be blocked, probably, Derek.
I can't control what my phone does, man.
Oh shit.
Derek calls you damn. Derek's a damn scammer, like a collector. Like, damn it, it's Derek again. Voicemail.
Damn. That's jacked up.
Derek's one of them.
I get no love, man.
Hey, y'all. Derek is one of them scammers from Mumbai, India. When you get that call, you see it, it's like, God, it's like, hello? I need to speak to... No, hang up.
Why they messing with you, Derek? Why they messing with you, Derek?
I don't know, bro, man.
Derek, what you drinking?
Hey, can you imagine? This is how Dave is towards me in his chat. Usually he goes on to the next clip.
But what's the common denominator, Derek? What's the common denominator? What's the common denominator?
Huh? No.
Yeah, Derek. When it all roads lead to your janky ass.
I just want to have fun.
You just want to have
fun.
Yeah, that's what all them people that went to them Diddy parties was saying too.
Oh
my god! Oh my god! Okay.
Some thick skin around here, man. I swear.
Let's
doing the same hand gestures in the video right now. You see me? I'm literally doing the exact same things here. That's how bad it is right now. 2 years ago today. I literally have an outer body experience right now, people. I'm doing this. Look at me. Look at the video. I'm in the same spot. It's just a different shirt. Because of Derek's janky ass.
God damn it, Derek. God damn.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just want to have fun, and everybody.
He just keeps saying, you sound like Shauna right now. I just want to have fun. And Shauna's be like, I didn't do that. It's tasteful. I didn't do that. And then Derek's like, I just want to have fun. It's tasteful. I just want to have fun. It's tasteful. God damn it, Derek.
Damn it, Derek. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay.
Yeah, I love you all.
Let's hear some more dry begging.
Derek, stop loving. You need to stop loving, Derek.
Want me to stop loving Dave?
Stop loving. It ain't working. you like Jim Jones of YouTube panels here, panelists right now. You like our version of Jim Jones right now. We got to get you out the paint, Derek, for a little bit.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's not a good. It's not good, Derek. Anything right now I'm saying is not good for you.
Okay.
And you know what, guys? I'm sober talking like this right now. Imagine if I go get a drink.
Oh my God. What's going on, Alexander X? What's going on, baby? Sounds like 9.5 weeks. Okay. All right, back to Derek's dry begging. Let's
dry begging.
I mean, since that's the vibe you're getting, you like sticking things up in your body. I want to watch.
Oh my God.
Yes, I do.
Derek.
What is she still?
Fuck his bullshit.
Bro, is she still up here talking this nonsense?
Do I smell a whore?
She's still saying yes, she does. Let me grab the super chat. I'm gonna get right back to it because we gotta power through this. Ninja Boy says I can't. Me neither, bro. But it's Friday, man. Let's see.
Did I prematurely give your ass a wrench, Derek? Did I do that?
What you got, man? Oh, we got no words. Just a $2 super chat, man. Just showing the love, man. Appreciate you very much.
Take away like I do.
There's poor people around.
Very much.
I gave him a wrench.
Why Shauna's trying to justify her whole behavior?
I was proud of him in that last stream, and I gave him a wrench. And
you see me my eyes right now? Look at my face. You see me?
I gave him a wrench because he made me proud. And mind you, this man been begging me for a wrench since my first damn stream. He been begging me for a wrench. I finally gave in and gave him one because I felt like, damn, he done did his shit. Now I'm like, what did I do? What did I do?
That's where you messed up. That's where you messed up. He's been acting up since he gave him a wrench.
look at Dave on the other screen. Look on the other screen.
I have not been acting up. This is 2.5 years ago. You just catching up.
Jesus.
Look at Derek's face on the screen though. Look at his face.
He's unbothered by it all.
That brother's starving
right now. Y'all, man, he's focused. He has a mission. It's called Seek and Destroy Shauna, and I'm gonna get it by any means necessary.
Oh my God. Derek.
Oh my Lord.
She's making herself look worse the more she speaks. Facts, GP.
Oh,
Facts. You
man.
already know, bro. You already know. Let's see. Salute to the homie Justin Roberts. She is known. She is known as the Apollonia. Yo, that's good. Yo, that's good. Apollonia. One of them when I was growing up, I was a teenager. One of our landlords, the house I lived in with my mom, her name was Apollonia. I think she was Jamaican. That's a great play, bro. Great play on word. I forgot about that name, man. Salute to you, Mr. Roberts. Let's get back to it.
Oh, good Lord.
That's funny, bro.
I bet you so thick. You don't upset the apple cart much, do you?
Oh, and she just giggling. She like
Only stupid.
Jesus.
I'm done. I'm because I'm starting to roast you. I'm done.
No, you
what in the hell is going on here?
Well, then you know how I roast, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate to keep pausing. I got one more super chat. I said it yesterday, and
Let's go.
Again, but I'm
Damn it,
determined.
Theo.
David,
I just
Super chat.
Where's my money, bitch?
Appreciate you, Jay. Let's get back to it, guys.
know how I get down. I'm like I said, I'm moving
like I
on.
said, David, your channel, when we had conversations, your channel was different than what PEP was in the beginning. PEP is not like it is now. You know what I'm saying? So things
I think
came
the
up.
point. I think the point we're making is you said this in Dave's chat, and then when you started to get roasted about it, you left Dave's chat back in April around your birthday. You didn't come back. I saw you in Drew's
That's
chat.
not why. That's not why I didn't come back in the chat. I actually was not really going on social media. I think I explained that before.
Yes, you did, but at around the time you wasn't going through social media, you was on Drew's chat.
I went on there maybe once or twice, but I wasn't on there constantly. No.
I'm sorry, I can't believe anything you say.
Then when I did go on his chat, it was like 5 minutes. Ask him.
So can you do the big yellow apples, or do they have to be Fuji, Gala?
Damn it, Derek.
I want to know. I want to know.
I might time you out on this stream, Derek, for that shit.
I got a bag of apples downstairs right now.
I'm dying. That's funny. Okay.
I mean, you put it out there. Can you do apples and a vibrator? Or do you need a click stimulator? I want to know. And now, if you answer that,
you gonna answer that? You gonna answer it?
Derek, you messed up right there, Derek. You should have just let her answer it.
I should have let her answer.
Saying this is exactly what I was thinking. She was about to prove
I
herself.
should have let her answer that.
Right, Derek. But let's see what we
What
got.
nine is that?
Yeah.
Like I said, Drew's chat.
If you would have said that, Derek, I think she was about to say it. Yep, and just confirm everything we already been saying.
Early PEP, you'll hear everything you need to hear. That's all.
I've been following Drew since he and that crazy lady was on his show.
Yeah,
and
it was way before that.
And the reason I've been on the show because I like the way he handled it. That woman was going off for nothing. He just let her cook. And then he debunked everything she said, just like you got debunked tonight by Dave.
Not really. No.
Oh yeah, you did.
You got debunked.
Nah.
Nope. The other thing was, I was in the
can
chat
agree
too.
if you want to, but I don't.
Jay's chats, and you wasn't there after the April.
See that?
Right. I agree. I wasn't there. I took a hiatus. Exactly.
You was here.
If you had a hiatus, you're not in anybody's chats.
That's for the tip.
You can't say I'm a hiatus and people see other chats. That's the thing. It don't work.
Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that in that last episode? Because she talking about she was on hiatus, but she's still coming. And I said, no, if you on hiatus, you on hiatus from everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, IG, you on hiatus. I mean, you ain't on nobody's chat or nobody's platform whatsoever. But I digress. Let's go.
Oh, wait.
If I'm in a chat for 5 minutes, I'm not really.
Now you're splitting hairs.
You're not
if
on
you're taking a
that.
social media break, that means you're off social media, girl.
Agreed, Dave. Let me see. Jay, my message. That's one here. Casino 20. And I don't know. On my off. I don't know if I can do it. See if I miss any more things.
I think about me Eve at 12 noon.
Let's get back to it. Thanks for all the super chats, guys. Hiatus means
If I go on.
No, that's like saying I'm fasting by me Eve at 12 noon.
That's intermittent fast.
I'm on a fast, but I gotta get this oatmeal at 12 noon, y'all.
Yo, you go to a restaurant.
Social media.
You go to a restaurant. Would you like? Yo, I'm gonna go to Papa Do's in Texas, right? I'm gonna be like, would you like a drink or a beverage?
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, bro.
This is crazy. Woke in that super chat. He said, Derek want to know, can you squirt apple juice? Holy crap.
I want to know.
Come on, man.
What I was talking about.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
We ended up over here.
That's another thing as well.
I'm drinking,
That's
y'all,
why I put
for
on
this.
today's title. I was like, Apples and Asses Part 3. How did we get here? We started off talking about Jonathan Majors.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
How did we get here, Shauna? I'm blaming you.
Jonathan
Shauna TV, wherever you are. Somewhere in New York, probably. I'm blaming you. JC Franklin just subscribed. Salute. Hit that goddamn
18.
subscribe button, yo. We on the road to 100,000 subscribers, which is fucking crazy. Next stop, 75. Hit the goddamn like button, subscribe. Let's get back to it.
I'm on the road to 5K, y'all.
Majors when you text me?
Yeah, I was.
Yes.
God damn.
Love you too, Aminon.
I don't know how this happened.
Sounded said good guys don't try to holler.
Yeah,
That's what
never
it all
said that.
started.
That's what happened.
Never said
that's
that.
how we got here. We was talking about Jonathan Majors. Then she brought up Michael B. Jordan, and he was rude to that girl when in essence the girl was rude to him. But he wasn't rude to her. He gave her the.
I didn't say he was rude to her. I said that he had PTSD from what happened to him at his high school.
That ain't PTSD. That's saying, hey, I remember 5th grade. That ain't PTSD.
No, that ain't PTSD.
He gave her
That
the
ain't
interview.
PTSD.
He wasn't rude to her at all. That's
No, he wasn't rude to her, but he still had some feelings about it. Yes,
everybody has
and he
PTSD.
He let her know about it. And that's
exactly.
all.
That's a form of PTSD. He has some sort of feelings about it.
No, it's not.
Traumatic. Post-traumatic.
No, it's not.
Do you know that's a
No,
medical
it's
term
not.
where you have to get help for? Some people need medication for that.
Fucking goddamn. Man, PP, how many tours you served? Man, I served in Iraq. We got so many fucking veterans in here. That's where you get real PTSD. Goddamn, Shauna. There's a difference. There's people out here with real PTSD, likely from war and shit, and not just only war and combat. You know, a lot of people have trauma. This is not PTSD, Shauna. Stop.
Yes, exactly.
It's not a form of PTSD.
People call it narcissists all the time. He be
That's
throwing out
not a-
words and don't be knowing how they get to this point here. Lord have mercy.
Let me say something real quick, brothers.
What you got, Derek?
And Dave knows about this. I suffer from PTSD. As a child, I was abused a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
So, as an adult, there are certain things that trigger me. So yes, I have to take medication to deal with that. So you cannot say somebody remembering something that they said against them is PTSD. You can't do that. You have no idea what true PTSD is.
Amen.
You have no idea.
Amen.
That's
Real
not
talk.
Michael B.
You
Jordan
could
remembering some bullying, because that's what it was. High school.
That's what it was. It was bullying.
Yes, bullying. Facts.
You don't take meds for that.
Well,
There's a difference between bullying and PTSD. PTSD is fucking serious as shit. Man.
Yeah.
Must be. Salute to let's see here. I got heated right there. I feel you, Derek, man. No doubt, man. Especially, talking about upbringing and being abused like that. Absolutely, man. I totally get it, man. I remember salute to the homie Kun Lee. We were in somebody's chat. I think it was Bella Ring's chat the other day. And he said something.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop here. Thanks, Messi, for the $10 cash out. Thank you so much, y'all. Okay, I'm done being sentimental. All right,
Found it. I had never thought about because I actually never experienced it. He said he asked the question, how does a man know the difference between what's disrespectful coming from a woman if while he was growing up as a child, his mother constantly said disrespectful things to him and just called. If you're verbally abused by your mom so much growing up, once you become a man and have interactions with a woman and she abuses you as well, how is
My bad.
someone?
My bad, man. My bad.
I'm butchering it, but how can someone tell the difference between the two? And that just hit me like, wow, I never experienced that. My mom didn't, I never experienced that growing up. So yeah, man, it's tough, bro. See, to the homie Charles, he says, I guess an apple today, I guess an apple they don't keep the doctor away. That's good, bro. We needed that, man. Appreciate you, Chuck. Let's get back to it, man.
I mean, it could be traumatic to a person to that point. Yes, it could be.
Yeah, but it's not PTSD though.
Thanks, Walt.
Fucking bullets in Iraq. That's PTSD worthy.
Right.
That's fucked up. But
Just because someone makes you feel bad, it's not PTSD.
Facts,
It's
Dave.
not.
No, not that it makes you feel bad, but it triggers you.
Somebody hurts your feelings. It's not PTSD. You can't.
No, but I was saying it triggers them. It could trigger them in a way that's very negative that makes them act different. Yes.
Are you a doctor, Shauna? You're not a doctor, so you don't understand what PTSD is, and you have someone who's went through PTSD and is explaining that to you in the short form answer here. So if you're not a doctor, you don't understand it, or if you ain't been diagnosed with PTSD, you can't come over here saying that he got PTSD because some girl was talking about him in high school. All guys talking about girls in high school. Do we all got PTSD? No. We get better, we keep it moving, and we let her know that our wins and let you know how you doing with your L's. That ain't PTSD. It's called growing.
So
there's some days worse than others where I get depressed and but I still have to stand 10 toes down for my daughter. My daughter don't even know half the stuff that I dealt with as a child because she's in a child and she's gonna stay in a child's place. She don't even know I take medication. You have no idea what true PTSD is. You have no idea.
Wow, that's crazy. And salute to you, Derek, because Derek is a single father for a teenage daughter, man. Salute to you, bro. I say that, like, that's crazy enough to me. Oh, man, having to raise a daughter, man. Like, this has got to be that 12, 13. I'm not sure how old your daughter is, but like that 12, 13, 14, man, that's got to be a rough period, especially for a guy. And I'm not sure if her mom is around or not, man, but salute to you, Derek. Real talk.
None. And this to say it flippantly, I have combat PTSD after being in Iraq and Afghanistan. Thank you for your service 3 times. She has no clue of what PTSD is. Right. You know that guy, you know the story. I'm going to take you back. Remember the movie called American Sniper?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle.
Yes, Kyle.
He was killed here, stateside,
yes,
by his friend.
Yeah, the shooting.
He was suffering from PTSD.
Chris Kyle.
You want to talk about PTSD, Shauna? Look up the Brian. I shared this with Dave. The Brian Banks story. Look up his story. You want to talk about PTSD? College, high school standout. High school standout. Getting a full scholarship to the college of his choice. Some woman lied on him and said that he raped her. End up suing the school for millions of dollars. He went to jail. He went to prison. Come out. He come out of prison. Can't even hold a job. All of a sudden, out of the blue, the same woman contacting him through Facebook. He set up a sting. Got her to admit she lied.
Remember that story.
You want to talk about PTSD? That's real PTSD.
She got millions of dollars. She got millions of dollars for that.
She got millions of dollars when the school found out. They sued the mother and the daughter who lied. You want to talk about PTSD? Don't use these words flippantly when you have no personal experience.
Talk to him.
Now that triggers me.
Get her, Derek.
You have no personal experience.
Okay. I'm sorry what happened to you.
Don't be sorry. Okay. It happened. It happened. I appreciate it. It happened.
And I'm sorry.
You know what I thought you was about to say? I thought you was about to say, don't be sorry, ho, be careful. That's what I thought you was about to say, for real.
I was talked to Dave a lot before, and one of the things that having a background from where I came from, is to be a parent that I didn't have. I look at Dave and I see he had his father. I look at Theo, he had his dad. I look at Drew, and they all had their fathers. And I told Dave one time, I even shed a tear. Man, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. So for me, to be a father, to try to give something that I never had, that has always been a challenge for me. But I have to do it because that's my baby. She's my legacy. So all of the pain that I endured and the humiliation, I talked to Missy about it. I escaped through reading. I read a lot. I'm reading George Orwell's 1984 from the Black Couch. Hit me onto it. I'm also
That's a good
reading
book.
medical. I'm also reading Medical Apartheid. I'm also reading The Art of War, Sing Sing's quotes. I read a lot. Plus, I read comics.
So you reading all that, but you didn't read that meme before you sent it to me.
Derek reads all
Oh,
that, and he
geez.
can't read the goddamn room.
But yeah, I didn't read that meme, and I apologize for it. I was looking at another meme like that, and I clicked the wrong button.
You
But
just told me you read The Art of War, so I know what kind of game you playing right now.
Oh, damn.
The Art of War, he did talking about deception, but I'm not deceiving you. I don't have to.
Hey, Derek.
But
Derek.
it
Hey,
it
I
it
think
it was
Derek is trying
hard.
to
It's hard.
Derek's trying to
Hey,
implement some
Derek.
of the 50 laws of power. It ain't working, Derek. I already know what you're trying to do here. You trying to do what law you trying to do right now? Let me go pull this back up here. This ain't the 50 laws of power, Derek. No, don't do that to us.
No, I ain't got there. I only read the first couple chapters
No,
so
Derek, I
far.
love
I
you, brother.
got so many other books to read. But to
I
getting
love you,
back,
Derek. I didn't block
go
you.
ahead,
got
I
two
brother.
promise.
But to getting back to what she was talking about, what I was trying to say, you know, when you don't have any personal experience of, going through the stuff that abuse, they say abused children grow up to be abusers. And that's one thing I would never put on my child. I can't do that. I can't do that. I won't do it because I know how I felt not to have anybody to talk to, or if it weren't for my grandmother saved me. I'm just gonna say it. She saved me. I would be totally different. I would not be sitting here talking. I would be having a number across my chest somewhere or on their tombstone because that's how my life was going. So, um, yeah, I take two different kinds of medication. One for depression, one for anxiety. And when she was saying that, just because somebody talk about you, don't mean you have PTSD. That's just somebody talking about you. People talk about me all the time, jokingly and unjokingly. I just depending on where it coming from, I may respond, and other times I may not, because this ain't worth it.
And
And
that's why I
I
call
just
you at
keep
night and
trucking.
say good night, man. That's why I call you and say good night.
Man, if you ever call me and say goodnight, I'm beating your ass. Don't you
To check
ever
in
call
on
me
so
and say goodnight.
it's called agape love, brother. You don't
No,
know
Wait a
what
second.
agape
Hold
it's
on.
called brotherly
Did you
love.
no,
really say
don't you,
agape love?
Not
It's called
agape
agape
Come on
love.
now.
don't
I
you
did not know I was
Good
going to hear
man.
agape on a Wednesday night.
Messing with my mama. He's
include
gonna go to church
Aaron,
Monday,
Vanessa,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
no,
And
don't,
twice on
none of
Sunday.
you ninjas
Twice on
better
Sunday.
call me and tell me good night. None of them. Kimbo, is that what you called to say good morning? Man, don't call me and say good morning.
Nah, Derek, you called me. I was returning your call.
Oh, I
Damn.
called you. I
Set him
called you the
straight,
night
Big Bob.
before because I was in a
Yeah,
conversation.
you ain't tossing me under the bus on this one now.
Now listen now.
He's about
I
saying,
was
"Leave me the
talking
hell on
to,
the pot of
Yeah,
it."
Pit Boss said, I got
I
my
was
CDLs.
talking
Like,
to,
I'm the one
I
driving
was
this
talking
bus.
to somebody. Are you done? I was talking to somebody who was getting his CDLs, and he was talking about how much money he might be making. And I told him he should go up into the boroughs. He was like, "What's the boroughs?" I said, "Up in New York." And it's because everybody I know, Eric and Pinball, they don't like going into the boroughs because it's hard to navigate.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cost too much.
I called you to get to get your opinion on the conversation, but I couldn't reach you.
Okay.
So that's why I called you.
I'm drinking right now, guys, because y'all making me relive this now. I'm gonna be an alcoholic when it's all done with this second time trauma here and everything.
I'm on my
See, I
second drink
do.
now, so I mean, don't feel bad. You know,
I'm not a
I was
moonshine.
prepared.
When I went off camera, I said I gotta make a drink here because this is too much, guys. This is
I'm not a
too much. And you know
moonshine.
what though? You know what
Anytime
makes
I'm
it
in
worse
Creek Creek
now?
chat, I'm drinking.
No, and then this one
We
Derek
all
got
drinking.
serious.
Shit.
See, I
I'm
can't
gonna
even
go get my
joke right.
Gatorade.
Chelsea.
Don't
Yo
start, Derek. Don't
Gatorade.
start.
Yo Gatorade. Erin drink her water.
I made an old fashioned just now.
Something. All right, man. Okay.
I'm
Hey.
not a moonshine. So
Oh, what a
I
shame.
finished it off Sunday.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get some honey jack by the weekend.
Honey, wait, honey, what you, Derek? We talking about you get some honey. That's a little too much information. What did he say? He gives some honey. Honey pack?
Honey
It's
pack.
called,
Did
it's
he say
called
honey
honey
pack?
jack.
He said honey pack or honey
You said
jack?
honey jack? Did you say honey pack or honey jack? You said
Wait a
honey
minute.
jack.
Wait a minute. Wait, ho.
Y'all hearing what y'all want to hear. I ain't say that.
Yeah. If you taking a honey pack before Creek Creek chat, then we need to see your hands,
over
sucker.
there.
We need to see
I'm
your
like, not the
hands.
honey jack.
Yo, what is he doing over there getting honey packs now?
I ain't say
I don't
nothing
even
like
know what
that.
that
You guys
is.
crazy. You guys
Well, I guess the
crazy.
show's
I ain't say nothing like
I
that.
guess the show's over now, huh?
Hey, I don't want him looking at me like that, y'all.
Had all that chocolate on the screen earlier.
Oh, shit.
You don't know what hold on. You don't know what a honey pack is, Chelsea. You don't know what a
I
honey
don't know
pack
what it
is.
is.
You don't know what
Oh,
honey pack
Creed, don't
is?
do it to her. Don't do it to her. Don't do it to her.
No,
Hey,
tell
you know
me.
they
Uh,
got
I
the
need to know.
before
I
you get
mean,
started,
why not?
you
Why
know
not?
they got the honey drinks now too. You know that, right?
They got drinks now?
Oh, they got the little shots like the 5-hour energy drinks. They got that in the honey now.
Really?
Oh,
Hey,
damn.
Really?
Show
y'all
me what
brothers
this
better
is.
stop taking that stuff, man.
Oh, damn.
I need to know what this is.
Y'all
Hold on
better
real
stop
quick.
taking
Hold
it.
on.
Hold on, real fast. It's gonna make you do some things, some strange things for a piece of change, and then you're gonna pass out really fast.
Y'all
Oh,
brothers
okay, so
stop
it's
taking
kind of
them
like
honey
what's that
packs, man.
one?
Y'all need to get in the gym. Y'all need to get in the gym. Y'all need to hydrate and drink water,
Water
right?
and only like 1 or 2 Gatorades.
And if you want to get it frisky, y'all take some horny goat weed and get you
This nigga said horny goat weed.
some ashwagandha. Take your vitamin B complex.
I'm
You be
done with
good.
this ninja right now.
Chelsea, this
Oh,
is a honey pack.
You
You
got it
got
on deck?
it?
Oh, damn. I didn't know you get down like that.
I'm
I was Googling it.
dog. I'm married. This is what we do. So
You got honey packs
this is
and
what we
Pedialyte
do.
Okay,
and
you
clear
and hubby. All right.
Pedialyte.
I'm gonna leave you
Oh,
alone.
no, see, there we go with the Pedialyte. I knew that was coming.
Oh yeah,
I
the
knew,
Pedialyte. Oh yeah, we got to throw the Pedialyte in there too. We got to put
Hey,
all
what you do, Lou?
the goose cocktail. We got to put it all up in there. The throat strips, everything, boy. Y'all know how. I know how we get down over here.
Right now, where's this going right now?
I know how the hell we get down over here.
Hey, Cree, if y'all start talking about that rabbit, I'm gone, yo. I'm gone. You start talking about that damn rabbit.
I better not not here
No,
about
no,
the
no
roads.
rabbits this week. No rabbits on this stream. We
I'm
stay.
not
The
here.
rabbits are
Hey,
safe.
now,
This
before you say that, where's Aaron? Okay.
We're airing that.
Hey y'all, if I hear the roads come up, it's going down like syndrome.
We
I better hear the roads.
I've covered all bases. I've covered all the bases in these past streams. I've had to educate my people because everybody didn't know, so I had to educate them. That's why we was after dark and unfiltered. I
That's
covered
right.
it
That's
I'm
right.
all.
coming through on Sundays
that's
now,
right. After
Creed.
dark.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
come through on Sundays now.
Hey, Dave, don't do it.
Covered it
Don't do it, Dave.
all.
Don't do it, Dave. You'll be sorry.
Hey, I went through 4 hours of Sean. I can handle anything.
Okay. Okay.
Come on.
Hold on. Please don't.
Y'all heard Dave. Y'all heard Dave.
Yes, there is. Yes,
Do
there is
not
numbing
use
spray.
numbing
Yes,
sprays.
it is.
Don't
It's real.
use-
Oh yeah,
Your
there's
body
numbing
is supposed.
sprays. Yeah, that's
Your
Yes,
body
there
is
is.
supposed to tell you when to stop. Don't use numbing sprays, please.
Okay, so yeah, you did tell us. You did ruin that for us. We can't use numbing spray because
I
that
worked
messes
in
us
the
up.
ER. I worked in the ER. Don't use numbing
Do
spray.
not use numbing spray.
Please don't.
Okay. We got a medical professional in
If
the
you
house.
need to numb it, that means there's pain. If there's pain, there's trauma.
No. See, you're missing the point. We're talking about a no gag reflex.
No, it don't work like that.
It don't?
It don't?
It don't work like that.
Wait a minute. Why don't it work? I need some explanation.
Okay, so
I need you to
Because
explain.
I didn't know that shit either.
Okay, so
That's
now
what you told me.
Explain.
I'll explain. So she's numb right here, right? In the throat.
In the esophagus.
OTE.
Yeah, me neither.
In the
Yeah, down the drizzle.
esophagus, right?
The drizzle,
So now
yeah.
he's in there too, right?
Yeah.
So now guess who else is numb?
Oh.
He numb too. So
Damn,
now
Really?
he hitting all kinds of anatomy in her throat that he not supposed to be hitting.
You supposed to hit it though.
Okay. I ain't gonna argue with you.
Hey,
Maybe
my
without
bad.
that-
I'm
without
sorry
the
to cut
numbing.
you off. Continue, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm not gonna argue. Just when you go to the
No,
ER,
I didn't mean
just
to
know.
cut you off. I apologize.
Just know. Just know she gonna sound like this for the rest of her life.
Oh no. Like a chain smoker? She gonna sound like a chain smoker like 40 years of smoking
might-
menthol 100s?
Dave, I might have to close this to talk to you.
She gonna sound like Froggy from the Little Rascals.
No. Okay. We gonna throw
try
that away. We
You
gonna throw
wanna
it away.
try to put it
We
in
gonna
my
get rid of
fourth
that. We gonna
hole.
get rid of that. Wait, that's in the garbage now. Bro.
Oh my god.
Thanks for educating me.
Hey, Creed, Janessa said we need to slow down. She can't write that fast.
Janessa, I'm gonna tell you a good night. Damn, Janessa. She's bouncing. She's like, I'm done with
Coleman.
this.
I call you good night too, Janessa Coleman.
Oh, Janessa.
Oh my
Don't
goodness.
do it, Janessa.
Raquel, stop lying. We know how you get down, sis.
Uh-oh.
You ain't got a front for us.
You ain't got a lot of
Chat.
kicking, he's saying.
No goody two shoes in here. It's all good.
You ain't got a lot of kicking, he's saying.
We family. We all know what's going on.
Said y'all know y'all ain't no goody two shoe nothing over here. No. You know how we do. No,
I'm
don't do
not talking
that.
about I'm just talking about we know how you get down. So
I mean, well, yeah.
you already told us
I
it's
didn't know
about 3
about-
other characters, other people that you become.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
know
talk
about
too
the
much. Let me
hunchbacks
go
or
ahead.
numbing.
I'm gonna go on mute for a little bit and just drink my drink.
You need to stop playing, Jay. You need to stop playing.
Not getting the voice box off eating meat is wicked. I know, right?
Oh no, I don't want to hear that.
Oh my god! Oh god! I can't.
How did I didn't even read it? How did I know Ty Pro would say something like that?
That's how it be like, Jay.
Yes. What can you say, Dave? It's gonna be like, well, I'm the one that did it, so I mean, hey, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do now?
Oh shit.
Oh my, oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I can't breathe.
What, Raquel? We ever gonna say the Z?
Okay. All right, man.
I'm
What is that?
sorry.
Are you trans?
I apologize, chat. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh man, I can't wait till I get to my new spot, y'all, and set my and set my studio up the way I want it.
Set your studio up so you can put the slow jams out. You can put it
Yeah,
all night long.
my some of my inspirations for this YouTube space, man. Dave, Theo Coop, Poor Man Podcast. I mean, this is SBC. I'm gonna incorporate some stuff from all them brothers, man. Michonne. I'm not gonna rant as much as Michonne, but a lot of y'all people, I'm gonna put some stuff in the background, some little Easter eggs, man. I'm gonna try to.
Hold on though, Jay. What if the spray worked like this and she like,
can I give you some head now? Get on your knees right now. I want to please you. Give me more spray. Damn you, savages.
God,
I ain't trying to blast out Smurfette, man.
Oh shit. I swear to God, I just hit this pen at the wrong time. I'm sitting up here trying not to die. I'm choking to death. What the hell? Oh my God.
Oh man, I can't wait to have y'all over in my space.
Hey, Craig.
What's up?
Were you in Dave's chat that time and he hit the button by mistake and he was doing the Alvin and the Chipmunks voice for about 20 minutes and he didn't realize it? We was in there hollering.
Oh my God.
He didn't know he hit the button.
I didn't know. You guys can't see my setup here, so I'm doing all this, and I actually hit the button, right? And so I'm hearing people. I'm seeing the chat say Alvin. I was like, why are they saying Alvin for, right? And I'm just going in. And next thing was like 22 minutes later. I was like, oh, I see the light flashing. I was like, oh damn, this been going on for this long.
Yeah. I thought you was doing it on purpose.
We was done.
I don't remember. I wasn't there. Oh man,
that was classic.
Hey, God, I looked down and it was flashing at me, and I was like, "How did I not see this thing flashing?" And I'm like, "Oh Lord, how long was I talking like this for?"
So but Dave took it like a champ. He took it in stride and kept the show moving. But we was done though.
Oh my God.
Hey, yo, it was like this for like 24 minutes. I was like this for 24 minutes.
So that the black man is the civilization, and we as black people gotta strive to be who we are. If not, we're gonna be worshipped by white supremacy. And white supremacy
I thought you was doing a bit.
I
thought you was doing a bit. I ain't know. I think I was out when I was listening too, so I wasn't watching. I was listening. I'm thinking like, okay, he doing a bit. He joking on somebody.
That was hilarious.
Hey, when you do live streams, you don't know what's gonna happen. That's the one thing. If I record a video, is one thing. When you live, it's all Dick Nanigans. You don't know what's gonna go down.
Totally different, man.
That's it.
Man, totally different.
That's it. I'm learning that now. I'm learning that shit now for sure. Okay.
It's funny too, because when I be on like Cree Live, how long do we do Cree? 6 hours?
6-7 hours?
6
I could be on
hours,
Cree talking smack the whole time and just going. And then as soon as I go on and do a live, hey, how's everybody? What's going on, everybody? Hey, what's up in the chat? How's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me? And it's like it's totally different, man. It's totally different.
Oh my
hey,
God.
don't worry. Once you get true to this, it's not easy. Like right now, I need everybody in the rafters to be like, yo, this is some straight up bullshit that I gotta live through Shauna, so I gotta get the megaphone out so y'all can hear me in the rafters saying I'm pissed off right now that y'all got me on this goddamn live here. I've been drinking, haven't been smoking yet, and you know what? I think I should smoke right now.
Well, that's what I've already started doing. I'm over here smoking and drinking. So,
Hey, Dave, don't forget the censor button, Dave. Don't forget the censor button.
Oh, really? How about this? Shut up, mother. If y'all really want the censor button when I go off, you're like, you know what? I can't stand these punk. You know, I don't get y'all.
You got the best soundboard.
Oh shit!
I see.
I pay good money for it.
Yeah, it better
Hey,
be good.
them
If you pay
soundboards,
good
yo,
money for it.
them soundboards, no joke, bro. I was
Hey,
like,
it's the Rodecaster 2. It's probably cheaper now, but it cost me $800 if y'all trying to get in this YouTube space. The Rodecaster
yeah.
2 is everything you need. Go ahead and put
Damn,
money
800.
into it.
God, damn. Okay.
Actually, this is my second one because my first one died, and that one cost me $600 when I got started.
Oh wow.
I was looking at the one Coop got just the
Was it the Elgato? The Delgado Stream
he got-
Deck?
I think he might got 2 string of those.
Yeah, because I was looking at those too.
Yeah, 800.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Damn,
Like,
800.
When I get
it's a
monetized,
business.
y'all better hit
Hey,
some
you
cash
create
apps.
your LLC, you write this sucker off as part of the game plan, you know, so that you can make.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
one day you'll be able to make magical live streams.
Oh, not the magical.
Oh, I
Right,
have
man.
my landscaping
Oh, yeah,
business.
it's-
I know how to do that part.
Hey, my daughter, she's like, it's magical, Daddy.
He was a fairy.
Oh my god. Oh my
And
god.
I'm gonna have my little stuff where I'm doing my little homages to all y'all channels when I'm gonna be like right back at you with the $2 holla.
Yeah, my salute.
I'm gonna do all that stuff, boy. And the only people that's gonna know is people who influenced by the same channels I watch too. They gonna be like, "What is this dude doing? Why did he just do that right there? That's weird."
For real.
Is Derek still here? I can't see the Derek. Oh, he's still there.
No, he's
Okay.
still in there. He's still in there.
Oh, okay. He kind of quiet there, you know.
Hey, man, I'm just letting y'all shine, man.
Yeah, because you know what, though, you realize like I need to shut up right now because it's been I got in too much trouble right now. So you realize I need to pull back right now. Silence is golden for Derek right now.
Ooh, you sure right.
I just didn't have anything to say. I'm still here.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
What's up?
Okay. This is off subject.
Uh-oh.
Because Pooh Man just reminded me. Okay, so yesterday I officially got my invitation to apply for monetization.
All right.
Right? Yeah, I officially got my invitation. And so they had me filling out my information, and they had me to, I guess, fill out the information for AdSense or whatever. Now, once I do all of that, how long does that usually take before they finally approve it? What did it say, like a month?
72 hours, give or take.
Really?
Man, I got monetized. They sent me my notification on March 12th. I was officially getting paid on my birthday, March 13th, Kevin Samuel's birthday. That very next day, because
damn,
I had a live monitor when I got to that part. I was like, I didn't move past my laptop. I kept refreshing, and then as soon as I had the hours before I got the subscriber, I had like 9,000 hours before I even got to the subscriber count. But as soon as I got that subscriber count, and that was on Friday evening, I actually went to see Godfrey live in stand-up comedian. So me and my wife went to see Godfrey. I came back, filled out that paperwork. My birthday on March 13th. Your boy was getting paid. Yeah. As soon as I did that, by Monday, I saw that monetization kick through. It don't take long at all once it goes through. Once you submit it and everything goes through, 72 hours max.
Oh shoot, okay. Okay, because they were talking like 2-3 weeks. I'm like, damn, I did all that and I still gotta wait another month. Like, damn.
Well, you don't get paid for the next month though, because we get paid once a month. between
Right.
the 21st and the 26th. So
Right.
depending on how that falls, then like because since you got yours this month here, then what's happened is that you're gonna get just the last like 5 days, whatever the case may be, or 4 days, whatever. So then you'll see a check for on the 21st of next month or 21st, 26th for about 4 or 5 days of AdSense revenue or any super chat you may get once it kicks through.
Okay.
Oh, it
And
don't
then
take
you're
long
gonna
at
get
all. Once you check
and
those
then you're gonna
boxes,
get demonetized from this chat.
Yeah, from this, from all of my chats, I'm gonna get demonetized. Yeah, for real.
Oh, and just to let you know right now, all of my lives are demonetized. You just gotta go ahead and submit to review. And like I say, like 90% of my lives do get approved. But the problem is though, they take a long time to review it, and the most money you make is the initial run. So if you do a live tonight, like tonight's Wednesday, you're gonna make your most money off the views in the first few days. Just like anything, like a movie release or anything drops, you need it in the beginning. So by the time they're done with the review, they're like, "Oh, everything's good then." Advertisers friendly. But by that time, then you've already missed your mark. But you still get paid after the fact.
Okay.
But that's my only issue though, because I be refreshed, I be waiting like after 10 minutes, and I get the yellow mark. I'm like, God damn it, YouTube, and then I got to go ahead and then submit the thing, and then next, they hit me back up, but they be funky sometimes. There's been lives. They should have took my channel away and they let me get paid. And then there's lives I don't say nothing and then they ding me. I'm like, what the hell y'all doing?
That sound like TikTok. TikTok be doing on that bullshit too.
Yeah, but the majority of the time though, when you submit for it, they'll approve it depending on if I say, like lately I've been saying a whole bunch of crazy stuff. They don't like what I'm saying lately, but and that's part of it. A lot of liberal people running the show, but I won't do that to you right now. But yeah, you should get paid. You should get paid pretty soon, though. Don't worry about it. Give it about 72 hours. You should see that. You should see that dollar sign pretty soon.
Woo! Yeah.
Girl,
I can't wait to drop
money.
a nice
Hey,
big
hold on.
load all over your channel.
Let me give you this here. Get your money. Get your money.
Yeah, it took long enough too. How long I've been doing this web? A year and a half. Shit, it took long enough. I'm like, this all I've been trying to get. Right there.
Really? It's been that long? For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fast
damn.
forward.
I did my first video in December of 2023. That's when I did my first video.
Okay.
But that's all I've been doing. All I've been doing is like long form videos for the first year.
Oh, that's
long form videos and shorts. That's pretty much what I've been doing. And I only started doing live streams like earlier this year. So like January, February is when I first started. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing some live streams. And then,
I should do this, but y'all peoples, because I normally sell this game. At first I used to give this away for free, and I ain't told nobody this. If y'all trying to get into YouTube and get that money game right, your video game, you got to make the videos between 8 to 15 minutes in the start off there, and then go hard on the shorts. The lives ain't gonna get you there. I do the lives because of my work schedule, and I built a small core audience. But if you look at my channel, I literally was making 2 videos a day between the range of 8 minutes to 20 minutes long, and I got monetized in 3 weeks.
God damn.
So like you once for like now that you monetize, if you really want to see that dough, commit to the videos if you can, and commit to shorts, and then the live is where you bring your people together, because that's when you hone in your audience, because you're making that personal appeal, because people get to know you. Like Jay and all you guys, y'all wouldn't know me like that if I just did videos. Y'all just see me in the chat when I premiered those videos. When I started doing lives and started talking to people, that's when I started building those relationships. But if you're trying to get paid, you got to separate that and just make the short form content and just go hard on that, and then you will see that, and then the audience grows with you with the lives. And otherwise, I'd be doing that now if I had the time. My jobs would be kicking my ass lately. Like the first 8 months. The reason why I'm on YouTube, because I got passed over for a promotion, and I was like, I was gonna quit my job. I said, F these mother effers, right? So I was working hard, and at one point I was making just much money in my job on YouTube, and then they gave me the promotion. So that's why you don't see me as much, because I was grinding so hard, and I thought I was gonna quit my gig and be a full-time YouTuber. Then they gave your boy the bag, and I'm like, all right, I gotta figure out how to do both.
Yeah, I would too. Shoot, all right, fuck all that.
But yeah, since you're gonna get your monetization, for anybody out there, you gotta make the content between 8 to 15 minutes, because everybody got the attention span of these goddamn modern women here. They're in and out. They out the game. You see it. They see a dude, then they see the 6-foot nigga, and they go to 6-foot nigga. That's how you gotta look at YouTube. You gotta be that 6-foot nigga on these videos.
Bruh. Bruh.
I mean, if I didn't have a regular job right now, I know I'd be over 100K. I just don't have the time to put in like I used to anymore.
That makes sense.
But that's the formula though. You got to make the content between 8 to 20 minutes. You got to drop that every. I'm saying like they say 72 hours. Drop that sucker every day, no less than 48 hours. And then clip those and rock them shorts out, and then push those bad boys out there. And then you just gotta let it keep going and going and going. The next you know, you see the results. But the key is you gotta do it every day. Like if you do an autopsy of my channel, it was 2 to 3 videos a day minimum.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, yep. I guess that's what I got to. That's what I got to do now.
Yeah,
So.
that's right. You gotta get that money, girl. You gotta put it in. Gotta put that work.
All right.
But you know what though? You got the dollar sign now. So now it's downhill. So now it's up to you how much money you want to make. See, that's the key though. Once you see that first check, then you gotta say, okay, how hard do I want to shake, do a little some change for a little piece of change. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen the 5-figure checks. Trust me, they nice in the 20. Hey, when y'all see me in Vegas all the time, those were YouTube checks. Those are the 5-figure checks that were coming in.
God damn.
You know, so I'm telling you, if you got the time,
that is true.
If you got the time and dedicate yourself, and then you got to have your mental game right, you will see money like you never seen money before. I'm just keeping it buck with you guys.
Okay. That's what I want to hear. That's
motivation for everybody out there. Motivation.
I was looking for that book, Dave, that you put
the
me
YouTube
on to.
formula. YouTube formula. You go on Amazon.
Yeah,
you
YouTube
order
formula.
It now, you have it by tomorrow. It's called the YouTube formula.
I packed it up though. I'm moving in like 11 days. I got all my stuff packed up.
I'm glad you brought that up because I would not be on about that book because I read that book. I went through every chapter like 3, 4, 5 times. Matter of fact, I remember I bought the book in September. I didn't drop my first video to February because I was just consuming everything in that book because I had an old channel, my fellas, and we were doing everything wrong. We were doing everything how we wanted to do. And I know that YouTube is you, but if you're trying to make some money, you got to understand your craft. You got to understand the application. You got to understand what you're doing, and then you can do what you want to do. You got to sacrifice. So I literally read that book for like 4 months, and then literally when I started dropping my videos at that point, everything felt natural. I was doing everything wrong until I read that book. That book will change your mind on how you look at YouTube.
Okay. Hey, Prince
because
Bud.
the guy who wrote the book is the mentor to Mr. Beast. Just to let you know, Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber in the game. The guy who wrote the book taught Mr. Beast.
Okay.
So if anybody taught Mr. Beast, and this dude now, I go to Jewel across the grocery store, and I see his cookies when I walk into the vestibule. So that's how big Mr. Beast is nowadays. You know, he ain't just a billion, followers on YouTube. This dude got deals. He's in grocery stores. He got cookies. He got milk. He got everything now.
He's got fast food.
So I'm telling all y'all this because when you read the book, it may feel like you're wasting your time. Even like the first 2 chapters, you're like, "Why am I reading this for?" And it's one of those things you got to know your past to understand your present to go to the future. Because he goes through everything, how YouTube used to be in 2005, and the reason why you got to read that so you don't make mistakes of trying to do old things that doesn't work nowadays to be in the monetized channel.
No, I got you. You.
Sorry, that's my nerd moment now. When you start asking me questions like that, and I get into I ain't TD&D, I go to David now. This is government David now. and normally I charge for this here. So normally I charge. So take this game as hey, Dave did a good deed today.
I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate it. I do. I take whatever gems, whatever drop gems I can get. I will take them.
And that's for everybody too, yeah. But hey, do yourself a solid though. Buy that book because that will change your mentality of your content creating as far as you want to do lives, your videos, your shorts, because you will understand the platform. When you understand the platform, that allows you to navigate how you want to create your personal content.
Okay.
I did the same method, but I did it with my TikTok.
For Miss Coleman, we get paid once a month, Miss Coleman, not twice a month. We get paid between the 21st and the 26th every month. It's one check a month.
Okay.
It could be applied to TikTok too, Chelsea. It's the same.
Yeah,
stuff.
Probably the same thing.
That's what I did with my TikTok, and then I worked on my YouTube, and then because I have a separate account other than this handle that you guys know me as, but it's for my sports, and That's what I did. I use TikTok.
I got it,
Let
Pooh
me
Man. I got it.
And let me put some
Yeah.
game on something. YouTube's the final boss. Like TikTok pays, like Facebook pays. YouTube pays more out of anybody else. To let y'all know.
This is
So
true.
that's why I focus. Because if I had time, of course, if I became full time, I'd be across all platforms. But I only do on YouTube because when you look at how much we get paid per, the CPM and your RPM and things of that nature, just everything involved, YouTube's the final boss. So it's if you're a full time content creator, you can do the other things. But if you're really trying to get this money, you focus on YouTube first, and then you do the other things second, third, fourth, and fifth.
Okay.
Yeah, I watch. I'm not even subscribed to this brother. I Show Speed has over 100,000 watchers on his lives
Oh yeah, iShow's getting it. He's getting to the bag.
regularly.
Wow.
And just to let y'all know,
I mean, that's
certain
top of the top, but still.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though, you got to understand your CPM is the key to everything, how you get paid. You'll be shocked that you see certain channels who may got a gang of followers and they ain't making no money. And then Messi would tell you, we knew people who were doing credit card videos and they were getting $40 per 1,000 views. I'm like, God damn, how the hell you get a $40 CPM? And they're doing credit cards, and those are the ones who make the most money. They may only have like a 7,000 view video, and they're literally making like $4,000 off them videos because them CPMs are through the roof. Because them credit card, like the financial gain. Oh my God. But then you see like entertainment, you see guys with like a $2 CPM. Like the average CPM is like $2. And at one point, I remember Messi would tell you, we was in the lead attorney's class. At one point when I was cooking, I was getting 21 per 1,000 views. I literally have like 1,000 view video and make more money than you see guys with like 100,000 view channels.
Hey, Quiet Storm.
So
wow.
it's all about curating your core base, and then when people follow you or they watch the majority of your videos, that's when your CPM goes to the roof. And on top of that too, our age demographic is the biggest because grown folks who got families buy things. Kids in video games, them CPMs are through the crappers. So being middle-aged and having a middle-aged crowd, advertisers see that and they pay more money for us because they know we buy things.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to the apples.
Yeah, my bad. That's my rant. You asked the question. I'm done now. We've got to go back to Dave now. That was David.
We got in the weeds. Now let's get back to the apples.
I done got my education for the night. So I
The TED Talk. The TED Talk for the night.
TED Talk. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Man, I appreciate Dave so much, man.
Free game for y'all. Free game.
Free game. All right. Okay,
that was today's PSA by that dude named Dave.
There we go.
Deuces.
There we go. See, I need a drop for that. I definitely need a drop for that. But yep, I'm working on that. All right, let's hear Derek.
As soon as you said Derek, I did that.
All right, let's
Here.
Yeah,
He in the background. He lurking in the background like a great white. He's lurking.
I'm sure. I'm listening to Dave clown me. There's nothing new. Dave always clowning me, man. I can never come.
Derek,
I can never get back at it,
man. And you keep
I
coming
can never
back,
get back
man.
at it.
And you keep coming back. You just keep coming back, Derek.
You keep coming back. Yeah.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Hey, you was in there too? You was in the mastermind class too? I didn't know that, man. Okay. Hey, there was a lot of us in that mastermind class back in 2022. There was a whole bunch of us in the beginning when lead attorney started that join up. We were all learning, trying to figure out the game. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Quiet Storm.
All right. Let's get back to Derek simping. Oh,
Simping ain't easy.
God damn you, Derek.
It makes me everything that Dave knows my story. Everything that I've been through has made me a better father to my own. Because I won't do my own like I was done. I had to break the chain.
Talk to him.
Dr. Umar talking about being responsible for this. and responsible for that. What I do behind closed doors, I don't need an audience.
Facts.
I didn't raise
Exactly.
children that are not my. I know I'm getting off the subject. I didn't raise children that are not my blood. None of them has been in jail. All of them has graduated from high school and
That is
working.
true.
The last
Very
one I
That
good.
is
got
true.
left is my baby girl. Don't tell me about PTSD. That anger. All you women do is talk about shit you don't know, and then you put it on us. And then when we try to tell you something, you cut us off. No. I feel. Your feelings have nothing to do with facts. Facts is you got 3 when you could have had one good one. Let me get off my horse.
Talk to him, Derek. Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit, man. You cooking? No, you cooking, Derek. I got you, bro.
Sorry, y'all.
You're correct. You're
Hey,
correct.
man, you correct,
Salute to all
bro.
my vets too.
You're
I didn't know you
correct.
was a vet, Casino.
Yeah, and let's just understand this here too, Shauna. Boys going through stuff in high school is not PTSD. It's called going through high school. It's the problem.
that's
That's part of
not
our society now.
PTSD.
We want to codify things here. It's PTSD because someone got in a little something here and like that. That's why people are so weak these days, because we want to throw the biggest thing when it's like, you know what? It's high school.
That's a
So
very
guys,
good word.
that's what guys go through. You get talked about by men, guys and girls. And you saw what it did for him, made him a better man. It's not PTSD. It's called growing pains. We got to stop this, guys. Just don't throw big things out there. Oh, he has PTSD. Just trying to diminish that man. Just trying to diminish what he got through because he wanted to make sure it's like, look, I'm winning right now. Y'all talked about me in the past. This is where I'm at now. That's what people do when they win. Because when people talk about in the past there, or want to say what they say 20 years ago, yeah, look at me now. Because you're resting on your laurels now. It's not PTSD back then. Just go through it. And you got to change the mentality on that by looking down at men like that. That's why men have issues with women when y'all do that to us. It's like,
now let me
grab the super chat here. Yeah, man, facts. Because y'all know I served in the military. I served I deployed twice, once to Iraq. And salute to you, Wiz Creed. He just subscribed. Hit that goddamn subscribe button. And I served in Iraq. I think my deployment was like 5 months or something like that. This was like the end of 07, beginning of 08. Anyway, my time in Iraq, here's what I think about it. I don't think about it. So you know what that tells me? My time wasn't that bad. So I feel thankful for that because I know so many guys who have PTSD serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I'm just talking about like strictly like from combat, man. That shit changes you. And a lot of people changes them permanently, especially if they don't seek any type of counseling and things like that, man. So yeah, you can't really be using that shit because I always felt like I was lucky because I was served in Iraq and all that kind of shit, and I don't even think about it. That tells me I didn't have any bad experiences where people ended up in a lot more, worse situations than I myself was in. So yeah, Derek, you was cooking, bro. I'll get that to you, man. Let's see. I was chasing my arm baby around, but I've been listening. I'm even getting Bella with another arm baby on her way. I agree 100% with what's been said. Let me move this chat over here. Let me grab this.
And Sister Bella's had another baby.
Right back to it. Let's see.
Yep, she did. She sure did.
Using PTSD as an insult, but it's being misused is honestly offensive. Salute, shout out to the vets. Oh yeah, salute to you as well, Bella Reigns, Army vet. Salute to Bella as well. Let's see. Salute to what you got, Charles. Charles over aggressive about that words. You gotta have to know what the fuck you talking about, Sean. Not something to be played with.
Let me bring it full circle. Now, Michael B. Jordan, and he developed a good rapport with Jonathan Majors. Now, I can't deny or confirm what kind of person he is, but I do know on the outside looking in, he's come up. And he was taken down by a woman's lie. And I didn't put race into this at all. I just saw a woman lying on a man.
Right.
And Shauna, my point with you was you put the race spin on it.
Of course I did.
And you see, you said of course you did. Then you said it wasn't racist after that.
Why?
You put a spin on it, and then you said that black men, when they get a certain status, they choose out of their race, which is not true.
A lot of them do in Hollywood. I said in Hollywood.
Here you go talking over me. All right, again, here you go talking over me. All right, you said a lot of them do. I asked you to provide the proof, and you couldn't do that. You have to look it up.
I did say some names.
You said some names, but that's out of 100%. How many names you gave me? 1, 2.
I told you I can't even think of any names, off the bat. I would have to go on. I told you the Wayans brothers. I told you Eddie Murphy. I told you, what's his name?
That's made up. That's made up.
No, it's not made up. You telling me Eddie Murphy doesn't have a white wife right now?
The same amount of black women are married outside their race.
I said that also. I also said that the women do. I said that. Get out of here.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So what are you saying? A woman, when they reach a certain status, they marry out too?
Sometimes, yes.
No. You said sometimes with the women, but you say this is what most black men do that, but sometimes black women do that?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying? So it's more us, we marry out more than y'all do? That's what you're saying?
Well, you just said that the black women don't get married at all, so...
No, that's not what I asked you, Shauna.
No, and that's I'm telling you what you said. So it's either they get married or not.
Jesus Christ. Who marries out more? Black men or black women?
In Hollywood?
I'm not talking in general.
I didn't say in general. I said in Hollywood. You can rewind it. You can rewind. You can rewind this episode and hear what I said.
You couldn't give me a number.
Of course, I can't give you a number. How many people are in Hollywood? Get out of here with that.
You don't know. You don't know.
Oh, you don't know. So why are you saying it like that?
This is what you have. This is a trope.
You black women.
Yes. You modern black woman.
Don't deflect, Shauna.
Excuses. You just said
literally
that you don't support Jonathan Majors.
Phenomenal Mexican. That's not something I would ever say about Denzel's wife.
What are we talking about?
You don't support, you don't feel sorry for Jonathan Majors' situation because he's going through it with a white woman.
Yes. I didn't say that. Wait a minute. No, I never said that. Wait a minute. Rewind the episode and put up what I said.
Well, fuck, rewind the episode. You put it in writing at the time.
Yes, I never said that he deserved what he got. Never said that. Get out of here. Putting words in my mouth. Nah.
Well, just like what I have to say or not about black girls not coming to Jonathan Majors' rescue. Exactly why would we? Look who accused him and temporarily ruined his reputation enough to lose money. Explain that. That's what you said.
That's right.
So you stand on that.
Yes.
And you wonder why niggas is leaving the country not fucking with y'all modern
women. Nope, they can go if they want to.
Okay, let's read out what you said.
We're gonna fly out of here.
I have said this before. Black women have been the backbone support for black men.
Facts.
That is a lie.
That is a fucking lie.
Bull crap. Go ahead.
The biggest lie in the game.
Bull crap. Go ahead.
Shauna capping.
Every time there's something that go down. Every time.
Y'all are full of shit. Y'all are full of shit. You're full of shit, Shauna.
Bullshit.
With this statement, you're full of shit. You know you're full of shit, right?
George Floyd, all those people, Trayvon Martin. What's the first thing? Black women and black men.
Black woman.
Speak up. Black women and black men. Speak up.
No.
Who was the real black? Because there's two Black Lives Matters.
She said,
and one is the one that's happened, and one is the real one.
But meanwhile, because
who started that? The women behind George Floyd.
No.
Get here.
Shut up.
No.
You really want to talk about Black Lives Matter? Are you really going there?
How did Black Lives Matter get into here?
Joker Tango, man. Joker Tango. I say that all the time in jest, but Joker Tango, man. Just
how we go from talking about Jonathan Majors to Black Lives Matter? How the hell we get to that? What the hell?
That's what she did.
Shauna, come on, Shauna. What are you doing?
Well, the whole it started off with the whole. I think it was 6.5 hours. It started off with Drew talking about the difference between Jonathan Majors and Ezra Miller. You know, I think his name is Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller is the white dude that played the Flash.
The
He
Flash.
was
That boy
doing
is
all
wild.
kinds of stuff, being accused of grooming and everything, and nothing happened to him. I mean, he was. I mean, he was just wilding out.
He was just
And
on the red carpet in a dress, just like not too long ago.
Right,
yes,
there he was.
In a
yes,
dress
and
with
then
a watermelon pendant in
Jonathan
his head.
Majors did everything, in my opinion, did everything he could do to avoid the situation, running down the street in the middle of the night just to get away from her. And all of a sudden, Jonathan Majors loses something that should have never went to trial. And I'm not gonna rehash that, but that's what they were arguing about back and forth. Um, Drew was asking, you know, obviously it was a white black thing between Ezra Miller and Jonathan Majors. Then it started talking about twerking on the ancestors. And then she started talking about no good guys try to holler. Then she said she was single. Then she said she was
And that's
poly.
when we went into
Then
all
she
of
said
that.
all the doctors with all the blood tests. And then all of a sudden she's talking about Black Lives Matter. About that time, I had checked out.
Mm, mm, mm. My goodness. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it.
Talking. The words mean nothing. Salute to you, Pinball. I forgot. I know Pinball. I know you out there on the road. Salute to all my truckers as well. I forgot you served as well, man. Salute to the vets, and then salute to all of my truck drivers out there too. My CDL guys.
The real one. I'm not talking about the fake one. I'm talking about the real one.
The real one that's 91 million in the hole is about to go insolvent right now. That's taking everybody's money. Okay.
No.
Was there a real and a fake Black Lives Matter? I thought it was just one Black Lives Matter. There was a fake one.
Yeah. No, well, Black
I have
Lives
no
Matter.
idea.
The organization Black Lives Matter is a farce. It started off, of course, Black Lives Does Matter, but the actual organization that became an LLC is run by lesbians. And so they end up making they made 91 million in donations and spent it all on damn houses.
Yeah, they did. That's true. Yeah, they did.
So nowadays, people, when we say Black Lives Matter, I don't even say that anymore because the dominant society, the white supremacists, they'll use that against us, you know, because look what y'all did. It's like, no. Black Lives Matter really works. What happens, you had immigrants, tethers, and lesbians go ahead and co-opt the movement and made money off of it. Matter of fact, if you go to Black Lives Matter's website right now, they don't speak about black men. They speak about the rainbow flag community and immigrants. So, yeah, they literally made 91 million, spent it on houses, and now that's where we're at right now. Basically, just co-opted and ruined what we got going on right now. So I don't even say BLM right now, or when people get upset because they turn up the streets and tear it down, because it's a lost cause right now, because it got stolen by us. And since it got stolen, we got to let that be, you know.
Okay.
So don't say Black Lives Matter anymore. It does matter what happened. Those that the organization made 9 figures, and then now we're at right now. And then white folks be like, "Look, see what y'all niggas did." It's like, no. That's what them tethers did. That's what them immigrants did. So yeah.
Yep. Sure did.
I'm gonna hop off here, guys.
Okay.
I'll be in the chat, though.
All right, Chelsea. All right, go on,
Bye.
baby. Bye.
Peekaboo.
Bye.
All right, let's get back to it now.
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one that had the family members of the fallen people. There's 2 Black Lives Matter.
Thanks for the tip.
Okay?
No, there's not.
Don't talk about Trayvon.
If you know about that.
Basically, what this black woman is saying is that she's not showing Jonathan Majors any love, any sympathy, all because a white woman lied on him.
Nope, I didn't say that. I said I hope that his career comes back. I hope that all the charges get dropped, but don't expect me to be Mrs. Save-A-Ho. No.
Oh, so he's a hoe now. Wait, hold on. He's a hoe?
He could be. I don't know.
You're welcome, darling.
See, but here's the thing, Oshana. In your comment, you said exactly why would we? You're implying Words matter.
Yep.
Exactly. Why would we? That's
Why
the
would
main
we?
part in your comment. What your implication is.
I'm not implicating it. I stated
No.
why.
You make this is like third grade phonics right now. I said phonics, right? For the old cats
Not
out here.
rocket science.
Exactly why would we is an implication if you don't recognize that or not. It is.
Exactly.
We don't know.
Maybe you don't see it, and maybe you're ignorant of that. But I'm telling you, that is an implication.
Look who accused him and temporarily ruined his reputation enough to lose money.
Fact.
You was implying that you're mad that he's dating a white woman.
I'm not mad. That's his preference.
Then what's your
Not on my
goddamn
watch.
beef with him, man? Like, oh my god, bro! I'm fucking. Somebody said it
Not on
earlier,
my
man.
watch,
Brain
Crash.
hurts listening to Shauna. Let me grab the super chat here. Let's see exactly. Salute to the homie Team Peterson. Don't talk PTSD. How many people have you deleted or tried to delete you? Facts, TP. That's why I don't talk. That's why I don't talk no shit. I served in Iraq, but that's why I don't talk no shit. I never had to fire my weapon. I never had nobody fire their weapon at me, man. So miss me with all this shit, man. It's motherfuckers who really was in the thick of it, man. Not getting their feelings hurt in fucking high school because we overdiagnosing every single person with too many fake disorders. When it's not the case, man. People just need to have thicker fucking skin. But PTSD is real, man. You ever had somebody shoot at you and you had to shoot back? Yeah. Salute to you, Team Peterson. Let me grab the super chat here. Salute to the homie Casino. What you got,
That's why I
Casino?
never filed a
You
VA
that
claim.
bid and got out. I had a ball in that bitch, though. There you go.
Bang! It's good.
Appreciate the $5 super chat. But yeah, I did 6 years as well. I did not have a ball with it. I got better at it. I was just dumb, though, Casino. I tried to treat the military like a job. And it took me about 3 years into my 6 year bid to realize that's not how this works. Once I figured it out, the last 3 years wasn't bad. Still didn't like it, though. But I've also said this, even though I couldn't do it for a career, the military was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I have no problem admitting that. I couldn't do it for 20. I just not really built for that shit. But looking back on it, me doing those 6 years in the Air Force was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Let's get back to it, man. It took me a while to be mature enough to actually own that.
I perfectly stated that when we started talking. I ain't mad at him.
No, let me
He can
read it
go
to you
and
again.
be with whoever he wants.
Again.
But just when crap goes down, don't expect me to drop everything and be
Let me ask you a question. You're talking. Shut up. Let me ask you a question. Would you feel any different if this was a black woman? Answer that.
If you let me finish, then you wouldn't have had to mute the mic. I just said, oh God.
You ain't talking about nothing. That's
I
why they
just
keep using
said,
your damn
don't
mic.
expect me to go all out and out the bat when you're all good and blah blah blah, and you're not doing the same for me. I don't want to hear it. I mean, okay, I feel sorry that what happened to you because you were falsely accused. I hope everything goes well for you. I don't feel any bad. I don't.
Time out. Time out.
What?
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors is not going all out for you because he's dating a white woman?
It's just like the passport bros, if we're talking about that too.
Here you go.
You know how many of those dudes are trying to ask people for money, right?
So,
She's doing all the things.
So Jonathan Majors he doesn't deserve justice because he dated a white woman. Is that what she's saying right now?
Mm-hmm. She's talking about both sides of her mouth because she says, well, I hope this here, but because the whole, I can't believe it was 2 years ago. Man, time flies.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
You know, but yeah, because he dated a white woman, and that was part of other conversation too about black men dating white women. But she feels that if you were a white dude, it's over. I mean, white woman, you're a white woman, it's over. We ain't rocking with you. You done for. Whatever happened to you, happened to you. I hope everything in life is bad. But then she would say, well, if he didn't do anything wrong, I hope nothing bad happens to him. So she's talking out of both sides of her mouth. And
Come on now.
And that's where we're like, yo, so he's with a white woman. You ain't going to support this black man. I get it. You know, you want to act like you're pro-black. But then you can't say this and then say that there, right? Then, just walk away from black men completely when we make a choice.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, she's a walking hypocrisy dichotomy.
Oh, wow.
So you can see how all of us here at this point, like around 1 a.m., and we're like, where do we go from here? Because we went from joking on Derek and the apples and the applesauce, and then it got serious, right? But when it got this serious, it was like we got confused because wait a minute, why are we here? Then she answers here. Then why we go here? Then we're there here, right? Like, and then she would say facts. Facts. It's like, no, why are you saying facts when we're disproving what you're saying here? So she don't listen. Like, she listens to respond, not listen to comprehend. Or
Exactly.
not listen to take in what's going on here. So she will hear, if we do a sentence and there's 8 words in that sentence, she only focuses on 3 words and then she starts talking. A lot of people are like that. They hear the first part and then they off to the races and they miss the point of what's going on here. And so when that happened and it just kept going on and on and on, we were like, what the fuck are we doing here right now?
Okay, Jay Tillman, you showing off the buffalo, Jay Tillman? Is that what you?
And by the way, this catfish is fire right now, guys.
I'm putting
Shout
that
out to
buffalo
Priscilla's.
wang in G Honda's face.
Oh my god!
Yeah, what symbol you know got a wang on it, bro? That buffalo wang, right for you, G Honda. G
Oh
Lufa.
my god! G
Buffalo
Lufa.
wang.
What other professional sports team you know got a wang on it?
Wow. Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and rock this catfish, y'all. This is good as hell. I'm being mad niggerish right now.
I mean, you know what? Do what you do. Do what you do. I ain't even mad at it.
You ain't
Not
gonna
every day I
share
can be
it.
in a live stream and eat my food because I'm normally talking for 4 hours by myself.
No.
Talk about it if you ain't gonna share it.
Oh, so you get a moment of rest. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Do what you do.
I don't see no hot sauce on it though. I don't see no hot sauce on it.
Marathon streamer. We got gravy over here. We got dressing. You know, we got green beans upstairs. We got
Oh,
smoked chicken. You know what I'm saying? We got mashed potatoes and gravy. We rocking. Shout out to Priscilla's and Hillside. Hillside,
Oh
Illinois.
man.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
I drove 40 miles to get me some goddamn soul food. All right. I was hungry today. Got
I
off
bet.
work and drove.
Yeah, you was hungry because that's the last thing I want to do when I get off work is go driving miles and miles to go get something to eat. No, we just gonna go over here to Taco Bell right around the corner from the crib, and we gonna pick that up.
It's Taco Bell right there. I couldn't do Taco Hell. As much as I love Mexi Melts, but god damn it, I need someone to put their foot in some food or something.
Put that foot in some food.
I need to see an overweight middle-aged black woman that's at the register talking about what you want, baby. That's what I need.
You gotta have that, man.
You know, y'all know what I'm talking about, chat. When you go to the register, say, what she looking for, baby? I was like, hey, let me go ahead and get that little extra gravy on there. You know,
who made the mac and cheese? You made the mac and cheese?
Yeah,
she be up there looking like Big Mama.
There is mac and cheese upstairs too. I did get that as well, and I got some cornbread.
Oh damn. Boy, you about to fall asleep. That's what you about to do. You about to catch the itis, and your ass is about to start snoring.
I'm not the same Negroes like y'all. I only get like 3 hours sleep a day. Your boy be grinding.
Oh my god!
I get 3 hours sleep. And before I forget here, shout out to my man EJ. He gave me a holla. So EJ was a holla to the short one there. And then my man Frederick comes with the super sticker. All right. That's the modified one because it's not on my channel. But thank y'all for the love. Show love to Cree. Subscribe to her channel.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I got quite a few cash apps over here on my end. I got the $2 cash app from Eric Jordan, a $10 cash app from Alua. And then I got the $10 from Messi. And then I got a $2 one from OTM Ken. Is that Ken Ward? I don't know which Ken that is. But thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the cash apps. I do appreciate it so much. All right.
EJ for showing love. EJ the Skip Master. That's my boy. You know, EJ. He showing love to everybody. Skip Master in the house. Shout out to you, Eric.
Shout out to EJ. Shout out to you, brother. All right. Let's get back into it.
deflection. Yeah, I think I just cut Dave out. You're all over the goddamn place. He doesn't have a solid foot to stand on, guys. That's what it is, man. Let's get back to it.
Oh my God! Stay in the subject. Don't throw the passport roast. Lord have mercy.
Stop. You don't qualify for any passport.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for stopping. Okay, for those that came in that don't know what's going on, we are reacting to a live stream that happened back in 2023. It was originally Drew's live stream. That's what's playing right now. And Theo Coop is reacting to that live stream. And so we are reacting to Theo's reaction. So we are reacting to the reaction to the live stream, if that makes sense.
Inception.
That's right. That's right. Fuck with
This
it.
is
All right.
third level section, guys. So we're in the live, within the live, and then we're in the mix of this live here. So we're 3 levels away from full inception.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Shout to Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right. Let's get back to it.
Oh, bro. Stop that.
Get out of here. Anyway, no, they don't qualify for me. I don't care.
No,
Get out of here.
And that's the baby in you. I don't care. That's that immature shit.
Yep.
Ain't no immature.
Do it all the time.
Just because a guy doesn't want something, that doesn't mean that I want him too.
Thanks for the tip.
Get out of here with that.
You had a man that's on the over to entertain your shit, and you turn that down, so you don't qualify for no passport bros.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, you're saying that right here in this sentence, you're saying, look who accused him and temporarily ruined his life. He don't deserve your support or no sympathy because he was dating a white woman. That's what you're saying. And there she goes.
And then she dropped. This shit is so frustrating, bro. We gonna get through it though. Salute to the homie Team Peterson. What you got, TP? I know TP is as well as Air Force vet, enlisted and officer. I salute you, sir. He says most women will never know real PTSD. Stop the cat. That's
Stop the cap.
Exactly. Sean Pinks is just subscribed. Salute. Hit that goddamn subscribe button. All facts.
TP was
all facts.
Team
We can
Peterson
talk
was a
about this one day.
Mustang.
I don't think we've ever talked about this.
For real.
Talk about the women serving in the military. Not even talking about. We talk about that like from a 3 or 4 perspective. Not even that. Like women in the military. We talk about that one day. Salute to you guys. Salute to you. Let's see. Let's get back to it. Let's see. Did I miss any more? Okay. Appreciate y'all. Let's get back to it.
She's not gonna give you an end.
No. He ain't gonna give you no answer. I mean, the problem was Jonathan Major actually called the police on his chick.
Yo, listen. All it takes, and this is what you see. All it takes is for something as trivial as dating outside your race for a black woman, a modern black woman, to literally turn on you. Literally turn on them for nothing. For nothing. His crime is dating a white woman. That's his crime. It's a crime. It's a crime. And she said, what has he done for me? He hasn't done anything for me. Okay, here's what he's done. He's trying to stay out of trouble.
He had to do something for you personally.
He doesn't have no criminal record. Well, this white woman, this modern woman, tried to put that shit on him. He's an actor. He's reached the top of his craft with a big wide nose and a civil rights face. Something that y'all said.
A civil rights face.
No, don't put me in that. I
didn't say
that's what I was saying before. No.
What have y'all done for him?
She did say
no. You cannot put me into that because I never said he had a civil rights face.
You said, what has he done for you? This man don't know, what has black woman done for him other than criticize his looks? Go ahead.
I don't know because I don't know the women that criticize his looks, but I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that personally. No.
Why are you asking what he done for you?
No, I wouldn't say that personally.
But what you just said.
And of course he has lips and whatever the most black people do. I have big lips.
What has he done wrong to black women?
Nothing.
I didn't say he did anything wrong. I just said that he kind of ignored us. Yes.
How do you know that? How do you
How?
know that? Because he dated one white chick. Again, Theo Coop don't play in the snow, but to each his own. How does him dating one white woman? What?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
This is no logic behind this. Joker Tango. Why am I even wasting my breath?
How do you know?
Kind of.
Look who he goes out with.
See, that's how it all
And
started.
that's why I said if he wants, if that's his preference, let him go for his preference.
Hey Drew. This is perfect because I went through this exact same thing when the one white.
Okay, yeah. So this is what I'm not agreeing with. You know, when it comes to the sisters, how we I guess we're supposed to dog out black men because they decide to date somebody outside of their race. I don't agree with that. I never agree with that. I think it's stupid. It's stupid to put that kind of judgment on somebody because of who they choose to sleep with. But then in most cases, like from what I remember growing up, especially now, I don't know if this is something that Jonathan Majors went through, but I know like something that I've seen and that I've witnessed growing up, especially with a lot of black boys that weren't, I guess, like aesthetically pleasing or were kind of corny or were kind of nerdy. Black girls didn't really go for them, and they pretty much, black boys pretty much went for who liked them or who went for them, which was usually white girls. So they dated who were attracted to them. They wanted to date black girls, but black girls didn't want to date them. So they went to who was desirable, who wanted them. So I don't think that it's fair that somebody like that would then have to turn around and get shitted on by us black women because of who they prefer to date. When they tried to date us, we did not want them. So it's like her putting what am I trying to say? Her putting Jonathan Majors in that category. Oh well, I don't care what happens to him, or I don't care because of who he dates. That's kind of fucked up, in my opinion. That's just that's just my soapbox on that. But that's unfair. That's unfair, and I think it's fucked up that we think like that.
Very. And before you hit play, I'm about to start talking here, and I talk about the one time I dated a white girl. I'll say this for the record here. After I don't think I said it in this video, in this live here. After I dated the one white girl I ever dated, hey, my black girl meter went through the roof because during that moment of time when I was with Shay Whitey for about 11 months, boy, every black girl was giving me the business, but I finally got on their radar. Oh, we about to lose Dave. So when me and Shay Whitey broke up, I had to pick the litter. Just to let y'all know. So it's something, fellas. You gotta put Milk and Magnesia out there to get the sister to coming on back here, right? Before I forget here, shout out to Upper Man dropping the $10 holla.
We did.
Thank you for that holla, Upward Man. Appreciate you, man, no doubt. Hey, salute. Appreciate the holla. Thank you, brother. Hey, I bought my food at a black restaurant. All right, but before you hit play though, I just want to put that for the record. Hey, y'all sisters be going hard on the bros who get a white girl, and this was my first white girl. I was loving the sisters, and then the sisters didn't love me back. I was like, what's going on here, right? I finally get Milk and Magnesia. And then they was like, how come you can't get a black girl, Dave? I've been trying to holler at you for 6 months. Now this is young Dave. Now this is young Dave now. This Dave here, before the marriage, hey, I was slaying. I ain't waiting 6 months. Yeah. I was slaying. I ain't waiting 6 months, but I'm just letting y'all know. Hey, fellas, if y'all got a problem with sisters, go get a Milk of Magnesia and parade her around and the next you know, your black juicy meter will go through. Free game again. Free game.
I mean, hell, ain't that what happened with Jonathan Majors? After he dated the white
Hey,
girl,
he got Megan. I mean,
he got
of
Megan
course.
Good.
I mean, Megan Good's 40. I wouldn't marry Megan Good. I would smash Megan Good. I wouldn't marry Megan Good. But yes, it helped.
Yeah. He got his Coretta. That's what happened. That's what he got his Coretta.
So shout out to the fellas out there who can't get a black sister. Go get a white woman, parade her around. If you're in Chicago, take her downtown, to the major black, hip hop spots, get them a little jelly, what the helly. And then next thing you know, you win like Flynn, fellas. I'm helping y'all out.
And yeah, Upper Man, yeah, no, I totally get that. Yeah, the women want to control the narrative, and yeah, the debates go nowhere, and it's been going nowhere for 20, 30 plus years at this point. So it's a never ending battle, unfortunately. And like I said, it's just fucked up. It is. So
Drew, in the first part of this live, Drew talked to her about the difference between Jonathan Majors and Serena Williams marrying a white dude, and there's no pushback when the from her or coming at her. We didn't hear nothing like, oh, she married a white dude. Oh, okay. But when Jonathan Majors go through something like what he went through, every sister I talked to was like, well, that's what he get. Well, that's what he did. I mean, he lost millions over a lie.
Kane the Conqueror, Derek. You know that. We both, follow the same genres. So if you guys can only imagine how much money he would have made if Marvel kept his character and then he's in another 8 movies. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at the Marvel universe, and then when you're in one movie and then you may be just a small character, then you have your own, and then the TV shows, Jonathan Major missed out on 8 figures.
He lost his
not one check. I'm saying multiple checks that's going to be worked over 8 figures.
Jesus.
Over this Dick Nanigans. But when this happens, though, we hear black women saying he deserved that because he just happened to look like the play in the snow. It wasn't like he was beating the woman; he was running away from the woman.
He was right. He did everything he could to make sure his name was cleared. But she played this recording of him berating her because she came in drunk. And he was like, look, I got a lot of people to take care of. You can't be doing that.
It's basically I'm white and I say so. It was I'm white and I say so, and that's how he caught. That's how he got caught up. Because if a white man is running away from that white woman, that ain't happening. But because a black man does it, there's like, why were you running? You must have done something to her. It's I'm white and I say so.
No.
Yep. They was asking her, did he hit you? When they found her passed out in the closet because she was drunk, he called the police. He called the people to help her. And first thing they said, well, did he hit you? Did he hit you? Well, tell us what he really did.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up. Can't do that.
He lost his endorsements to the armed service. He was doing the Army commercials. They pulled his commercials. He lost so far. Kane the Conqueror. Don't know what's going to happen with that. It's still up in limbo, really. But I doubt if you see. He was supposed to be in Sinners. He was supposed to play his brother.
Yes,
but
that's the original. You're right, Derek. It wasn't supposed to be Michael B. Jordan playing himself. They were supposed to be the 2 characters as the brothers, but fraternal twins. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
And so because Michael B. Jordan's like, yo, bro, you my guy, but you can't fuck up my bag. And so they were like, so everything, life moved on. Then Jonathan Major stood in the past here. So not just Marvel, other projects that he lost on checks. As big as Sinners was, could you imagine with him in there and that didn't happen, and how big Jonathan Majors is and Michael B. Jordan is, and how much of a phenomenon that have been for other projects after we all watched Sinners last night?
That would have been so dope. That would have been so dope.
I just bought Sinners on digital right now. I just watched it a few days ago with wifey right now. We watched the movie 5 times already.
It's a phenomenal movie. Phenomenal. Dave did a live on it. When it was what they spent like 90 million. He did a review. They spent 90 million Opening weekend, they made like 60, and here come the credits. It was like, oh, this movie ain't gonna do all that. Man, they end up tripling what they made,
It's over
what they
400
spent
million
on the
now.
movie.
Over 400 million
It's
now worldwide.
crazy. See what this is. Some of the things we talk about. How these lies from women destroy men.
I see Ty
Not
in the
many.
chat there. They're talking about bringing him back, Ty, but it's not official. So even though if they do bring him back, he still missed out on 3 years of income. So
Yes, he did.
even if they do bring him back, Ty, I hope that does happen, Ty Pro. You're right about that. They're talking about doing another rewrite, but still though, you don't get back the income that you lost in the past. You can only try to recuperate going forward to try to minimize the damages, but you don't get back past paychecks. So that's 3 years of income. Or just your reputation or forward momentum in our career that is stopped because of that there. And then you got people like Shauna saying, well, he dated a white woman, so he deserves it. It's like, God damn. Like, if I, so why, now this comes another conversation that we're not going to talk about here, but why you don't see people really put their personal business on Front Street, because when you find out how I really get down, I'm going to lose the black community, because y'all don't know, like, I mean, I love my black women, you know what I'm saying? I only had one white girl ever. But for the brothers who love that, it's like, yo, you're no less black, but you shouldn't lose your career over this crap here.
He lost his career. Not many people know he got a movie out where he played the bodybuilder Lee Hanley, I think. It's called Lee Hanley. I think it's called Magazine Pages or something like that. Not many people know he has a movie out. And I hear
that
it's
new
pretty
movie,
good.
yeah. And
Yeah.
they were saying initially, if he didn't have all this issue going on, it would have received an
Magazine
Oscar
Pages,
buzz.
thank you.
They were saying that this type of role he had would have been Oscar buzz if he didn't have the issues that he had there. So now when you think about even the mere fact of a nomination brings your salary for movies through the roof here. So not only did he lose 3 years of income, a movie that everybody's saying, yo, this has been in the conversation, which means that you're automatically going to be the next level of paychecks. So it's a whole level of, I'm white and I say so, we're going to bring you down a peg. We can't let you get to where you're going to get to, because then you're another person we got to look out for. You know what I mean? So it's just a whole bunch of, and then it's bad enough that our own is saying, you got a white woman, so you get what you get. You should have had a sister. It's like, God damn.
Right.
And that was her whole attitude in the first couple hours, the back and forth between her and Drew about Jonathan Majors. She said he had like a slave face or something. He just got strong black features. And she talked about that. I mean, and then you could hear at the end how she's still circling back on I'm not going to support him. He dated a white woman.
And my only thing is, for my brothers that date white women, just don't call yourself pro-black. I rock with you all day long, but you can't be a pro-black and then you parade this here. That's a whole different political conversation. But if you date a white woman and you marry a white woman, I got nieces and nephews that are half white. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things like, yo, they represent black. It's like, yeah, Uncle Dave, I know Mama white, but I'm black. You know what I'm saying? So I deal with that in my own household, in my own family. But but just because that happens, we got our own saying, no, you don't deserve our support, you don't deserve our love. Whatever the worst happens to you, happens to you. So this is like really a huge snowball of like spectrum that we're talking about within black men itself.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. All right. Okay. Let's see. We still got a bit of ways to go on here. Here we go.
Back in the day, I gotta be honest, I can't get down. They look good, some of them, but I can't do that, right?
Yeah.
But the time that I did do it,
Joseph Townsend?
No. The black women were not even checking for me because I was low Caesar, low wave, young that dude named Dave, the nice guy. That they weren't checking. He's like, oh, Dave, you're the guy we would marry. He's like, and I didn't understand it then. I was young, I was ignorant, right? I brought Cassie, that was her name. I brought Cassie to the clique. Oh, it burned their asses up. That was her name too. Cassie with the red hair, man. Man, all of a sudden, every single black Hey, if you're woman I not had a talking, go on crush mute, on guys. Were talking shit about me.
Too much
When
feedback.
I was like, there was like, yo, the boy was right here.
I don't know
I
if
said,
everybody else is
no. Quiet, Shauna. I say all I have to say. What you just said there. You said about him dating white women, he looked over us. How do you know that he looked over you guys, or in his proximity, they weren't checking for him, and he got with who would want to rock with him, and that became what he likes. You see, you automatically went to.
I
He's not
said if
checking
that
for.
was his preference.
No. It's not about preference. What you just said here is the problem a lot of black men got to deal with here, and I dealt with that. That's the reason why I can comment on that here. You assume that we are looking over. You get upset when you see him with another race, not knowing that he wanted y'all sisters probably, and y'all weren't checking for him at that time.
I remember Donald Glover said the same thing. What's his name? Childish Gambino. I remember he said the exact same thing because he married a white woman, and I remember like as soon as like he started blowing
Pinball
up.
Derek, go on mute. Pinball Derek, go on mute. If you're not talking, you got one of you got bad feedback.
Hold on, I think it might be Derek.
Hey, who better to speak on this topic than yours truly?
Was it me?
Yeah, it was you.
All right, well, I'll drop down in the chat.
Guys, if you're not, if going for, if you're not talking, hit the mute button.
Just go on mute.
Yeah, go on mute. There's feedback. We hear the background. So if you're not talking, go on mute.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. There we go. Go ahead,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I know this is like kind of cliche to say, man, but black females wasn't checking for me. It wasn't, and I was only dating black women. I lived in Newport News. I lived in Norfolk. I lived in Portsmouth, Virginia, and I was trying. I wasn't hood enough. I wasn't. I go on dates with girls. I mean, this was one girl I was super infatuated with. I never even. I mean, the closest I got to this girl was sniffing her, and we dated for like a few months.
Damn.
And this is the like I approached her in public like, yo, oh my God, this girl is gorgeous. Roundaway girl, like beautiful, chocolate, look like, woo boy. And I dated her for a while. I think I wasn't hood enough for her or something. I don't know what it was.
You weren't,
but I was
because we all
dates. I was trying to be I was like this. I want this girl to meet my mom. I'm trying to be all sweet. I'm flowers, dates, doing all this stuff. And then I remember one day we had a date scheduled. We were supposed to go some restaurant, and I confirmed early in the day. And then like later in the evening, she called me and was like, "Yeah, this is not gonna work." I was like, "Oh, you want to go somewhere else?" She was like, "No, this not gonna work. Like us not gonna work." I was like, "Oh." And then then you start to get interest from other stuff, and they show you real interest, and they be doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And this is just me. This is my own anecdotal experience. I'm not talking about for any other brothers who get a whole bunch of play from the sisters and nothing like that. It wasn't until later in life where black women started to show me attention. And this is after I already married. I mean, my wife Canadian, she's white Canadian. This is after that. So it's like, God, dog. Like, like, oh man, you so handsome, you so this stuff. And it's like, where was that when I was trying to do it back then? It's too late now. I was rocking with who was rocking with me. And I dated maybe Aaron, maybe I'm married to Aaron. Maybe
South
we eat
of Aaron.
maple syrup sandwiches. But that's what it is, man. That's just my anecdotal experience, man.
Hey,
and then I moved when I went to California
without the Wonder Bread.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be white bread. Yeah, only white.
Oh my
God. If it ain't white, it ain't right. bread. But I haven't. I love all women. I've always loved dark-skinned women. And I married a white woman. I've always loved like dark-skinned women. Smooth chocolate skin, man, ain't nothing, man. Whew, don't get me started. Let me let this alcohol wear off a little bit.
Hey, Jay. You are speaking to the choir. It took me to my 20s. Like I know your location may be different, but I was the same way, brother. And I look at the sets like, yo, I want y'all. Come on. I was a pick me for the fellas when I was young. I was like, pick me, sisters, please. You know what I mean? And then, I finally found my way. But my wife, she chocolate. My daughter's a chocolate drop. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at my family, we from Mississippi. Shout out to the FBA family. Man, we look like some light skinned Smokey Robinsons in my mom's side of the family. Gray and blue. I mean, I got my uncle just passed away 2 weeks ago. He had one gray eye and one blue eye. Imagine Smokey Robinson with a gray and blue eye. That's where I come from. And you know what I married? A dark sister. You know what I'm saying? I love me chocolate. But when I was younger, what Jay is saying, that's fact. It's not anecdotal, brother. It's something that so many brothers go through when we're younger, whether you come through the suburbs, because you got to remember, our parents who may be the baby boomers, or maybe the silent generation, they were the first blacks that goes and moves to the suburbs when integration occurred. So we're literally the first generation suburb. And so we're going through some things that no one talks about. This is something that's been in my head I had never seen no one talk about. I'm the last of Gen X, and I say I'm first generation suburb. And when you're going through first generation suburb, the sisters look at y'all differently. And it took me to get older, like what Jay is saying, till we get into our own, until we become grown black men. And then we become who we are, professional wise, business wise, where everything that comes about that why y'all women love brothers, because we're the most desirable in the game. You don't see them talking about white dudes like that. You say zaddy, but when it comes to a collective, everybody wants a black man. The Asians
even
whites.
even Zaddy got something that's like mimics what we have.
Exactly.
Because
we're the culture. We are the culture. Black people, we are the foundation of this country, and everything you see about America has been influenced foremost by black people, black men and black women. So once we come into our own, that's when we see that though. But unfortunately, Jay, like he was talking about, when we young, we going through the ish.
Hey Dave, man, and don't even talk about. I'm talking about when I was out away from home. Younger before that, don't even talk about that, man. The clownings that came from that, because I'm a nerd. Hey, I love Star Trek.
I love hashtag Nerd Gang. Me and my boys made t-shirts that said hashtag Nerd Gang. We embraced it because we were called nerds back in the day like that. So we gonna own it. Forget that.
Yeah, I was corny, man. They ain't want nothing to do with me.
No, because and I can tell we all grew up around the same era. We all came up in the 90s, and I know because I was a girl back then. Especially the black girls, we went for the thugs. We went for the street dudes. We didn't want the corny nerds. I can say that myself. We went for the ones that was represent drinking the 40 ounces, sitting on the corner, living that gang life, even though they probably wasn't even gang life. But that's what the hell turned us on back in the 90s, all of us. And so if you were not part of that, then no, we were not checking for you. You were not cool. Now, of course, I think when I was a baby, about 17 or something like that, then I got my first nerdy boyfriend, and then we fell in love and all that other kind of stuff. And so after that, I wasn't into the thugs no more. But before that, no, you had to be about that life. You had to be. But I'm just telling you that's how it was back then in the 90s. Now, like I said, we should have matured and grown out of that mentality, but unfortunately, a lot of us has not.
Hey, Craig, nerds are winning today. It's a big difference from when I know. And then today, the dudes, my nephew, and seeing how he's moving and seeing all that, I was like, man, nerds is getting it now. So where was my nerd gang in '95?
It wasn't going down like that. It was going down.
Man, it's ironic this is coming up because on my 2 live streams ago, I think it was Sunday, I talked about a couple of black girls who I loved. I loved they draws. God damn, I was simping. I was hurt in the paint. And like I said, in this life, I never forget this. This stuck with me to this day. Dave, you're the kind of guy I marry, not the kind of guy I date. I'm like, what's the goddamn difference? Like, you date to marry. Nah, nigga, you gotta understand.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
And then I learned the hard way. I was like, yo, I wasn't thug enough. I talk too proper. My name is David, and I talk proper, and I pronunciate my words and my ERs. You know, it's like, oh nah, but now, you know, brother, you know, is worth 7 figures now and drive the whip, and then they see the Negro come through with the long hair. And it's like, hey, I literally got exes now still hitting me up now who left me hanging and like, I made a mistake, Dave. You keep thinking about that mistake.
Sorry for you.
I mean, I got 2 exes right now. I was telling T. Orlando this, and we'll texting about it tonight, me and T. Orlando. I literally got 2 exes who are literally single with no kids, knocking on 50. And literally begging to have another shot at the kid. I'm like, you should have came at me.
No.
You should have came at me, and I was 25. Now the simp. Now I'm 45, and you know what though? Your boy's been pilled out. But that's the game though, because unfortunately though, real talk, women don't understand their value when they're in their 20s compared to men. The older we get, the age that we get, the more value we get when we're on our goal, when we're on our grind.
Right.
Women, you have a certain amount of time to get that guy, because once you get to a certain age, you go down, unfortunately. It's not a bad thing. It's just the way life is.
It's just the way it is.
For men, once we get to where we get to, a man's prime can be from 35 to like George Burns at 88 when he's passed out. We can go for 50 years, still make babies. You know, y'all have geriatric pregnancy. So y'all got to get it when y'all get it.
Yep. I knew that. I knew that back then. I knew that when I was young. So I guess that's why I probably hurried up and married when I did. And
there you go. Get out the paint, because the streets don't love y'all.
Oh.
The streets don't love women. I mean, they don't love nobody. For women, the streets don't love y'all at all. Get your man, get your magical Negro, and get out the paint. I tell hey, y'all ladies need to go ahead and think. Get your magical Negro, and get out the paint. Because when you find your man, you're going to realize, you know your man's a magical Negro. That's why you with him.
There we go. Yeah.
See, that's why you with him. He's a magical Negro. Y'all ladies in the chat know, if you got yourself a man, you got yourself a magical Negro.
There we go.
All right, well, it's been real. It's been nice. I'm about to shut it down because I got to get the mobile goose office up and rolling with the chickens.
There you go. Do what you got to do, my friend.
All right, Pinball. I will see you on Sunday.
By the way, Dave, when you was gone, Dave, real quick, I had to make a delivery to the post office down there in Chicago off of West Harrison and Ida B. Wells.
Oh,
yeah. The sites that I saw, right? Yeah, the sites I saw.
I forgot you said you was in Chicago this week. Yeah. Hey, be safe as a driver, brother. Yeah, I literally work like 8 minutes away from there. You know, off the highway. You know, I'm down. You know, so yeah, man. You know what's up. But yeah, man. Hey,
the sites I saw. Yeah, the sites I saw up in there, boy. I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't know if they was male or female. They was all big. But oops, I'm sorry. But anyway, I didn't say that. But yeah, you get the gist of it.
Okay.
You get the gist. All right.
I'm out here. I'm out here in Chicago. Hey, Pinball, be safe in these streets, man. I'll see you on my next live.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
All right, peace out, Pam. All right. Okay, let's. All right, let's.
They say the same thing about what's my man name? Key and Peele. I think it's y'all. Let me know which y'all. Yeah, I can.
Hold on, sorry. Upward Man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the cash app. I appreciate it, baby.
I can't remember which one is which, but y'all know the one who makes all the movies. They said the same thing about him. And what's my man? Childish Gambino. I can't think of his actor name. That's why I got the squad. Y'all can fill me in. But y'all know who I'm talking about. They just said the same thing about those two gentlemen. Was that
he sure did.
They like sisters, but a lot of sisters called them corny.
Yep.
And so therefore they ended up getting in what they fit in. Theo Cooper's always been kind of a lame, always gonna be like kind of my I mean, I'm just a lame, just a regular dude. But one thing about me, I never got put in the corny lane though. I never got that from sisters because I just never. I've always been like just a regular square dude, but I've always, always had my own little swag. So I never really got put into that category, man. But it's crazy, man. Let me grab these super chats here. What's going on, RM? I see you. Let's see. I think he only dated one white woman. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know Jonathan Majors. I know he's in a lot of those Marvel movies. I don't watch those movies because I think a lot of those superhero movies are kind of trash. I don't watch them like that. So I'm not even sure. I don't think I've ever seen that dude on the big screen. I know he's in Creed and all those movies, but I never saw him. But yeah, I see he dated one white chick. I know from this Life School broadcast. I see you. Excuse me. See, it's his. Why do you care? Why do you take it so personally because he dated one white woman? Do y'all know each other? And this doesn't sound like she does. Sound like a fucking stalker fan, you weirdo. Let's see. Salute to you, Jermaine Reese from Cincinnati. What you got? Taking in from Cincinnati. Salute to Theo in
Cincinnati, WKRP.
Appreciate you, Mr. Reese.
Automatically go to, well, he ain't checking for us.
Well, Cincinnati, Ohio, double O. Let's get back to it.
But you automatically go to, well, he ain't checking for us. So he gonna go, who gonna check for him?
Right.
But you can't go to the assumption that he ain't looking for us. Because that's what I went through.
Facts,
and everybody knows I love me a sister. I love me a black woman. My wife darker than me. My daughter's a chocolate drop. You can see my skin tone. But you automatically assumed he ain't checking for us. That's the problem. You're not thinking that maybe he's like, hey, man, I'm a rock who's gonna rock with me right now. Y'all gotta kill that. Y'all gotta kill that logic and that thinking here.
And like I said, he got to the top of his craft. And I'm reading people, black women cut him down. And he's at the top of his craft. And this is before this shit happened with that white
Jordan
woman.
Peele, thank you.
He got a civil rights face. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Why are they cutting this dude a new ass? And he's making waves and being positive. And all I'm reading is black women cutting him down. And as soon as you find out he's dating a white woman.
Yeah, I don't know why they said that. I don't know why they said that.
Yeah,
I thought Jonathan Majors was sexy. I didn't know what y'all was talking about.
All you did was jump in my chat before I even started my live and cut him down and said, well, this is basically you're saying this is what he get for dealing with a white woman? When the black woman was talking about his civil rights face? You think that's
I don't know about the civil rights face because I have no idea about that.
I told you. So now I'm asking you, now that you know about it, do you think that's fair?
No, I don't think that's fair. Okay. But I mean,
why are you holding it against him? And what happened to him?
I didn't hold it against him. I did not just say like 10 times. I hope that. Let me say it again, and let me say it slow so you can understand.
Why are you relating it to race?
Right.
Why are you relating it to race? Why are you not? Why does this black man not have your support because he was dating a white woman? Why?
I just told you because of that. Anyway,
clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up.
A white woman.
Clean that shit up.
Yeah, watch your phone go out in 5 seconds, Jay Gray.
That's just wrong.
That's just wrong. You made a mistake.
I didn't make no mistake. Please look. If you're not down, if you're not down with
what?
With
apples,
your race. Oh, this is way. If you're not down with your race, and if we're not good enough for you,
how do you know he's not down with his race?
How do you know? What are you talking about?
We just going in circles at this point. Let me grab the super chat. I'm about to lose my shit in here. What are we talking about, Shauna?
Lose it, Coop.
Jesus Christ. And again, her phone is going to drop out. She's going to lose her signal or something. Her cell phone's going to die momentarily. Yeah. Certain of it, even though I'm blind reacting to it. Let me see here. What's going on, Gloria? I see you. Great to have you as always. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. No, Derek killed it. Derek killed it for sure. Appreciate you very much for joining up, Lorenzo Tucker. I see you. Appreciate having you, RM. They'd rather be a Pookie prison bay fraud. Excuse me, Mona D says they'd rather be a Pookie prison bay fraud than a man on the out with sense. Works, is decent and good looking.
That lets you know that too, man. So many women go like
me the video I did a few days ago.
Start dating a dude in prison. That should be zero. There should be zero women on the prison chat line trying to date dudes in jail.
They do it all the time. That's why we got love after lockup. That's why
You
we
beat
got
me
that
to
shit
it.
today.
Love after lockup and love during lockup. You remember they got the prequel, like love during
Yeah,
lockup,
yeah,
and then when
yeah.
they get out, love at man. And me and
Love
your wife
after
used to watch
lockup.
that every Friday night, and you would see
Faithfully.
these women who got good
Faithfully.
jobs, and then next you know you see Pookie get out of jail, and then they have all the gifts lined up for him. Don't realize Pookie had her lined up to pick her up, and 3 other chicks just in case she couldn't pick her up.
Whoever got there first.
Whoever showed up at 2 p.m. first.
Because all he got is time to talk to you. That's it. That's all he got is time.
No work, just work out and work on his lip game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this sounds good. I'll tell her this here. And then whoever the bust down who liked it, he tell the best one that line, and he just perfect his craft. And after years of lockup, he got the mouthpiece game, Jay. You know? And he's like, yo, you just don't know. When I come home, I'm gonna take care of everybody. Oh, he's dedicated to me because he's locked up and he's around all those dudes, so he ain't gonna bang dudes. He's all mine. And don't realize he's lining them all up to be slayed down because you just one of many.
Hey, babe, let me get the keys to the whip real quick.
Oh, okay.
Where you going? Oh, I'm gonna go check on this thing over across town real quick. A job? Yeah, a job.
It's a job, all right. I gotta put in some work, Jay.
She gonna be calling that phone going, that phone gonna be, nah. Let me use your address. Yeah.
Right, use the address.
You know how it
Meanwhile,
goes too?
she don't want to go 50-50 with you though. On the outside. But she'll hold a dude down that's inside.
It's inside. I don't, ass backwards. Bass backwards.
And then when you hear these dudes talk like, what do? I get money. Like,
I get money.
Really?
What that mean?
You get money? That's your profession? I get money. And they love these Negroes.
Ain't that wasn't somebody just on Kendra G? Wasn't that dude just on Kendra G that said that I get money?
I did that on Monday.
Something like that.
I did that live on Monday. Pooh Man
I'm like,
video.
I just
I
see that.
was joking. And Pooh Man sent me the videos, and I did it on Monday. And this dude was Pookie on steroids.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. And I'm not even talking about just sisters. I'm just talking about women in general. I don't want nobody to think I'm just talking about sisters. I'm talking about women in general.
Oh yeah.
But we're talking in the black space here. You know?
I'm talking about that. Yeah, I'm talking about that. Just the mentality of that type of woman.
In general,
come on, man. God, dog, man.
You're right, bro. You're right.
Like, and I wish, like I know Erica was talking about earlier. I wish that we could react to Pop the Balloon. Because if you watch Pop the Balloon, the newest one, episode 61, watch the first 2 dudes. I didn't even finish the second dude. The first dude, I could tell, like SBC say, that he don't get the little man in the boat. That boat ain't paddling for that first dude. His voice he was too soft spoken. He was too nice. He was a kind guy. He talked about God. He talked about his work in the community with different sports teams and athletics and stuff, and his job and all this other stuff. And he was dressed presentable, and he was clean cut, and he articulated his words. And guess who he left with? Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get brother vibes from you.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, they're good for that.
Oh, we can't do Pop the Balloon no
What?
more. They're demonetizing those videos now. They went back to last year for they went to all my videos and hit them up. So if I do that, y'all gotta drop some supers because that's a free live for me. I don't do free lives off the web. Matter of fact, I put this on my channel and YouTube demonetized this live here.
Dang.
I just checked it. They demonetized. I got to ask for a review here. But we can't do Pop the Balloons, unless y'all. Unfortunately, y'all got to pay up because they're gonna hit us. They're gonna ding us on that now. They're copyright everything, so they went to Netflix.
So that's why
Yeah,
I guess that's why everybody doing the other Pop the Balloons, like
the broke down versions one.
Yeah,
because the official one, as soon as you got to apply to their little thing. Now they're going to split the monetization, but I'm not trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Reaction's a reaction. We do it the right way for fair use, but they're hitting it. So yeah, we can't even react to them unless we get supers, because it's going to get dinged.
But what if you take that and you run it through an AI and you animate it? and
You
then you
could,
react
Adam.
to
You
that.
could. That's a lot of work, though, man. That's a lot of time. A lot of time I don't have. There's a lot of things I could do to get around skirt things, but man, time it's only 24 hours in a day for a bro.
It's a lot of time now, but not maybe maybe not a year down the line. Might not be a lot of time.
Well, maybe
You just
new
toss,
tools
you
come,
toss
new
that,
AI
you toss
tools
that,
come up to make it faster. I hear what you're saying, but right now, it's like not enough hours in a day for me to do that kind of homework on Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying though, because it's speed dating on steroids, but what we're seeing is that you're judging a book by its cover, and even the dude who presents himself right, you're literally seeing real life what we went through in high school.
He literally was a textbook version of if your daughter brought this dude home, you'd be like, okay, yeah, let me talk to this young man. Okay, yeah, all right, brother, all right, young man, okay, you home by 9? Yes, sir. 8:45. All right, young man, okay. Yeah, that's and then all of the women, you could see it in their face, even the ones that was trying, even the natural hairs. And there was some, it was some good looking sisters on this Pop the Balloon. And you just looking like they not picking him. They not gonna pick him. I know. And then the next dude came out, and I'm like, nope, they not picking him either. And these guys was taller. Everything that they say they no.
I will say this though, Jay. We need to have some of the OGs, and we gotta teach some of these younger brothers, because some of these dudes are just they a little bit too meek. I ain't gonna say soft or a punk. I say meek. I'm using a big word, because we got guys here who literally think like, you can drink a woman's bathwater and she's the world the bee's knees. And you're not, young guys, you're not gonna get that ass by being too nice.
Can't be too nice, man.
You can be a good brother. You just can't be the too nice where people think you can be walked all over. Even though if you may know black belt and can whoop an ass, you just can't give off that persona. We need to teach some of these young cats like, hey, the game has changed. It ain't like how we were coming up. It ain't the same way how my dad came up. So we gotta teach these cats like, yo, look, you can't move this way, but at the same time, though, we don't want you not who you are. But you gotta appease to what's actually out there, because if you out here being too soft, a woman gonna run all over you anyway. You know that, Cree. If you know that your man's good to you, but at any given drop of the dime here, he gonna lay up the law, and you be like, all right, that's my man. He said it. I gotta fall in line, right?
Yeah.
And the problem is we don't have guys to actually have that backbone to say, all right, I know I'm cool, but you know what? What? And it's my bad.
You gotta put your foot
every
down.
now and again, fellas, you ain't gotta raise your hand. You gotta let her know this is why you got with me.
And you gotta touch the back of that oven.
There you go. Gotta hit that spot.
That reset button.
Not the back of the oven.
Factory reset.
Not
Bring you
the
back
back
to normal.
Hey, you got to. It just is what it is. You just got to do what you got to do. Hey, G Honda, what's going on in North Carolina that you always talking about dry and off pH coochie, brother? You need to move.
What? Dry?
You need to get out of North Carolina if that's no disrespect,
dog.
Chelsea.
Jay, I say you got to go where the need is great. I tell people, don't complain about men or women. You got to go where they at, and then once you go where you at, then if you talking about dry, you shouldn't just be buying KY just because you buying KY. You trying to be freaky.
And you appreciate that too, don't you, Chelsea? Like why do we? Oh man, I was just explaining to some people. I was having a conversation, and because they was asking me like when I get on these little lives and stuff like that, and I do it, and I was talking about like what they was asking me what red pill was, and I was like, I'm not talking about red pill as in like fresh and fit type of red pill stuff. I'm talking about like the Matrix red pill. Red pill means the truth with no filters. It's not pretty. It's the reality of the situation, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. This is the red pill. A lot of people can't live in a red pill space. They want to live in the blue pill. They want to go eat the fake steak. They want to live in la la land and live in their lives and stuff. Red pill from the Matrix, where it came from, means the truth. Not how I'm not angry at you. I'm not mad and calling you a hoe just because you're not doing what I want to do. A red pill space is this is how men think. This is how women think. This is the reality of the situation. Just like when we say women are hypergamous, that's just natural. When you ask any woman, do you want your man to be taller than you? Yes. You want your man to be way more than you? Yeah, I would prefer it. You know, I mean, hey, do you want your man to make more money than you? Yeah. And the only thing when you ask them is on their level or higher, do you want your man to be as smart or smarter than you? Yeah. Because they're not going to, ego is going to stop them from saying, I want him to be smarter than me. But it's everything. And then when you ask a guy the same thing, it's not, he's not looking for a woman that's above him. He's looking for a woman below. I could be making 100K. And if I go into a coffee shop and start talking to a barista, I'm like, okay, she's pretty, natural hair, beautiful, smooth skin, whatever complexion it is. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Oh man, she smell good. What's that fragrance you got on? Oh, that's my favorite. Can I get your number? Would you like to go out? I don't care. I know she work at a coffee shop. I don't care what she makes.
Right.
I'm not asking, what college did you graduate from? What school? What's your alma mater? I don't care. It's irrelevant to me because her attractiveness, how she looks and the way she's presenting is what's attracting me to her. And the vice versa is not going to happen. A woman is not going to walk into a barista shop and see a dude and be like, oh, the guy with the high bun. Yeah. Can I get a venti caramel macchiato, please? Okay. Thanks, Ted. Bye. It's not the same thing. That's red pill. That's the reality of it. We're not the same.
And let's be honest here too. No, that's good. I'm glad you brought that up, Jay, because when it regards to red pill, like we're talking about Matrix, because the actual red pill, reason why I don't do it on my channel anymore, the real red pill on YouTube, that's the white dudes. That's the racist situation because they're mad that white women ain't rocking for them like that, you know? So that's why I moved to, I say it's male-centric topics that I talk about and not particularly red pill because it doesn't go by the Matrix. It goes by the white boys who are the white supremacists who are just upset because they white women ain't rocking with them and they getting with the soul pole or they getting with everything else under the sun except for they white men. So, you know, that's we got to make a distinction here also when we talk about red pill content, because those are the ones who are the big ones who are like, yo, they hate women. You can say that's the real black pill. We talk about red pill or blue. The real black pill is the white cats out there.
You can tell when they hate women. You can tell, man. Oh, like what's that one show where they always have like it's not Fresh and Fit, it's the other one.
You talk about whatever?
Yeah, the whatever. Yeah, whatever. You can tell by the clientele that goes and subscribes to that channel, they hate women. They love to see those type of women, those unattainable 304s that they can't get. They love to see them on the panel and they love to get on there and just beat them up verbally. They love it. And he's like, what are you doing this for? Because you're going to turn right around and go subscribe to her.
Yeah.
Facts. They're going to go to OnlyFans and go ahead and watch her videos and beat off to them for $9.99 a month.
Yeah. What are you doing? You don't like women, bro. You hate them.
But when it comes to the black content, we're just like, yo, black women, we just want y'all to rock with us.
Yeah.
Like, come on, just put down the hostility. I'm not a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just want to get down to get down. You know what I'm saying?
Totally different.
The white boy's like, why are you with Derek? You know, it's like, hey, you know, it's a whole different ballgame with red pill content. That's why I moved to like male centric. Because them cats over there be like, they will mix it in with us, thinking that we hate black women. We don't hate black women. We just want y'all to know that we on the same page here. And all we want to do is have a good time, baby girl. All we want to do, you know, we just want to see, you know, hey, I like old fashions. You may like your margaritas. We're going to make that work, baby girl. Don't worry about that, okay? You know what I'm saying? We're going to go to this comedy show, and afterwards, you know, we're going to do some things. But not like these white boys here. Oh, my God. No, we don't have that kind of rage. We just want to have a good time. And so that's why we got to break down these talking points, because a lot of times the sisters hear that stuff and thinking we moving like the white boys here. And that's not the case.
Yeah,
it blurs the lines.
They try to make Kevin Samuels akin to that other stuff. when he was just like saying like he got to a point where he was just trying to show women that they don't qualify. Those women don't qualify for the things that they was asking for, and they hated him for it. And he was like, they trying to say he was the same as, oh, you hate women. No, I'm just telling you that you not in that realm that you think you're in. You might want to come down to reality, and then you'll be able to find, you know, what you really need to fit in. It was like, man. And I had just been watching his old stuff and found out about him right before he passed. I was like,
damn.
Wow. I was like, wow.
That's why I got on because of Kevin Samuels, because I was going through a difficult part of my life. But with relationships, I just started watching some content, and like my pops had just passed away right when I started watching him. And it was just certain things he was saying, not just on relationships. I was just thinking from a black male perspective, and then him being older, like an uncle talking to a nephew with some other topics. And so that's how I gravitate towards that. Then I'm like, okay, this is what he's talking about here. So when it came to women, when I started applying that, it's like, no, we don't hate y'all. We're not moving like this here. We just want you to know that when it comes to certain kind of men, y'all ladies can't get the same dude unless y'all willing to share. That is the main thing. You want this guy who everybody wants, who got the nice car, got the money in the account, you know, he's 6 feet tall, things like that. Just know you got to share him. But the other guys who may not be that stature, but are the Henrys, the high earners not rich yet. Not the high value men, but the high earners not rich yet. Y'all can go after those guys. You can go after the average guys too as well. They're still doing their thing, but you know that this is only 3% of the population or 1% of the population. That means that he got 15 of y'all. Are y'all willing to share? If y'all willing to share, then stop complaining. But if you don't want to share, then you know that, hey, this ain't the guy for you. And that's what he's teaching. You got to go where your market is, your market value. And if you ain't going where your market value is, you're going to have a hard, letdown. You know, let's say hard ass, is it hard ass? Was it hard asses make, I forgot, make soft
hard head, soft behind.
Hard head, soft behind. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the game.
Yeah, and it's to us it seems so simple, man, because we live in that reality. We have to live in a reality, because when we like, oh, she's a 10, she's a 9, she's an 8, we're not getting her. She's not even checking for us. So I got to come to where water seeks its own level and find my match. And men, we do it all the time. That reality hits us at a young age, and we don't even there's some guys who their ego, and they just got this unwavering, those, they don't care how fat they is, how ugly they is. They gonna get what they need to get them ones. And not all guys is like that.
Jay. Remember Biggie said,
black,
ugly as ever. However, I say coochie down to the socks. Just that mentality. I know I'm ugly. I know I'm fat, but when I talk to you, you can be wondering why I'm talking to you.
Yeah, but he didn't just have that. He had a whole bunch of other stuff with him too, though.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is that unwavering confidence that even if I get shot down, I'm gonna go to the next.
Yeah,
and that's the difference between black men and white men. That unwavering confidence that, you know what though? Yeah, you're gonna shoot me down, but you know what though? I know there's 10 more over here. I'm gonna keep shooting my shot. These white boys here are scared, like, no, you should be with me because I make $22,000 a year and I'm a good guy. Like, nah, dog. You got to appease, because these women have appetites and they gotta like something too. You gotta give them something to like instead of just being mad and angry.
Angry all the time,
man. Just hurt feelings and butt hurt. And it's already bad enough that their population is going down. So they don't have replacement rates. They losing their women. They, like the biggest stat that's crazy is that across the board, 30% of men under 30 years old either had sex one time or still virgins. That's a problem. 30-year-old virgins. I remember I was getting ass in high school.
It was one on Kendra. It was a 22-year-old dude on Kendra not too long ago.
It was a virgin,
I'm getting ass at 18 years old, and I thought I was a lame, and these dudes at 30 years old can't get it. Like, that's how bad the game is now.
Horrible.
And I was explaining this to another friend of mine at the gym, a female friend of mine at the gym, and I'm like, you got to think about it. And it's just so many different complex things that happen within the span of 70 years. That lead us to where we are today. When the women's suffrage happened and women they were corrupted into wanting to push into the workforce in mass in areas that they didn't traditionally work in. Now you're doubling the workforce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now those men that were earning those jobs that had no problem working and finding jobs easily, now they're competing against their counterparts for those jobs as well. Now, not only is it harder for those men to get the jobs, but now the women are earning the same as the men, which, hey, if you want to say that's a good thing, fine. But when it comes to relationships, now those women are hypergamous, remember? Now they don't want those guys that are on their level. They want the guys above their level. So all those guys that were working now, not only are they struggling to find work and stay in work, and the workplace is changing because women are integrated into it. So you got more HR problems and stuff like that. You can't tell jokes and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can't even get those women that they work with because they don't want them. And then over years, decades and decades and decades, that just extrapolates and gets worse and worse. And then that's why we are where we are now. Ain't no real men. Real men don't do nothing. Well, because you're becoming men now. And when you talk to women who are single moms and they say, well, I had to become masculine in order for me to get to do what I needed to do. Well, then what does that tell you? It tells you that the masculine role is the role that you need in order to go through this life the way it should be. You're supposed to be his protector behind him. You're supposed to be his neck. He's the head. So if you have to become masculine in order to get through life the way you need to, then that tells you need a man. I don't need no man. You do, because you're becoming one.
Yeah.
You have to be aggressive. You have to be assertive. If you go to get your car fixed and the guy's trying to rip you off, you have to be assertive. You can't be demure and feminine. You got to be mad. Hey, what you trying to do? That carburetor don't cost that much to fix.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to do that stuff. And it changes the dynamic of all of it and affects all of it over time. And that's where we are now. That's why the dating market is so crazy. That's why. And another thing, with all the chemicals and stuff and the food and the water and stuff, women are becoming more masculine, males are becoming more feminine, estrogenized, the plastics and stuff like that. So now that's why this old LGBT thing is being pushed. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's just doing it all at once, man.
It's a whole big collective that is here to demonize not just black men, but the black family. Because we're the ones impacted the most here when it came to that. Like you were saying earlier, Jay, the women's suffrage and the feminist movement, that don't survive our black women. Them white women were losing that battle. That in the late 60s, it was just falling on his face and doing nothing. But
they had to co-opt the civil rights.
And they somehow convinced black women that, you know what, your men is mistreating you, when in actuality, black men that were treating up, that color purple syndrome, that didn't happen then. They say your black men are mistreating y'all, when we were the same way. We're getting butt break. We're in the same front lines fighting for our freedom. So we got to go out in the world and gotta have white people spit on us and then come back home, and we got to come back to our black family and still keep that face on us saying that, hey, I'm a black man, I'm a black father, I'm a black husband, and I'm here to support my black family. And then for some reason, a large group just dismissed that as saying I'm being oppressed, when black men was not oppressing black women. It was the white man oppressing the white women, and then that got hijacked. And then when it made it seem like that black men and white men are the same, when actually we are fighting the white man when we were working, when you were not in the workforce here. So we have this ignorance thinking that the black man's the oppressor, when we were fighting lockstep together as a family unit during these time periods here. And that's the biggest issue. So now we got all these women saying, I could do all bad by myself. Like, doing bad by yourself is not a flex. We had to do bad together because of the law that was in place that didn't allow us to move in place the way we was supposed to.
Yeah, and see, Dave, how they push it too. That's when the black families was the strongest, and then they co-opted the civil rights movement and took the black females out of it, right? And then
divide and conquer.
Yeah, divide and conquer, man. Divide and conquer. You look back, that's when it was the strongest, and we integrated into a system that wasn't built for us. And you could say it's good, bad, or whatever, but we integrated into a system that was not designed for us. Because when we went off on our own and did it for, just like, and people could say, oh, you can't look at it that way. Okay, but think about this. When the Chinese, Koreans, South Asians, East Indians, Nigerians, whenever they come over and they stay within their communities, what do they do?
They're little enclaves and build their own little communities, and then they don't let us be involved in that. They got, especially here in Chicago, when we see all this happening. And I never forget my best friend who passed away. I remember I had a conversation with her 20 years ago about certain things with Jamaican culture, and she shot me down. I can go into details like, nah, this ain't for you. And I was like, okay, cool. I get it. My bad. I thought we were cool like that, you know? But they let us know they have their own. They have their enclave. They do their own dizzle, you know?
Yeah.
They
That's why you
move
got
how they
Little
move.
Italy,
Yeah,
Chinatown,
Chicago,
little Korea.
Man, you got Ukrainian Village, Chinatown. Then you got, like say, Italian Village. You go to North Side for the boys' town for the gay folks and everything like. I mean, you come to the Chi, you got every single sector there is. That's
And then what's the black neighborhood called?
Man, the hood.
The hood.
The hood, or before, and out here in Chicago, up until when the PJs got tore down, before then the PJs, where you go to the Robert Taylor homes, the Ida B. Well homes, you know, whatever the case may be, that's where we were at.
Yeah. Oh man.
The ghetto bars at the ghetto, too. Yeah, so you know, like
it's
the
crazy,
words
man.
matter. The words matter. You know what I'm saying? And but the thing is, they use these words to castrate us. That's the word I want to use.
But we do it to ourselves, Dave. That's why I don't say the N-word. We do it to, like, when, and it saddens me, and I'm not gonna tell you shouldn't say this. I'm not gonna point my finger at people that say it, you know, because that's your whatever. But I don't say it because I'm thinking, like, my direct lineage. I know I'm foundational Black American, you know, Black descendants of slaves.
Salute.
You
So
sure
I can look at how would I looking at my great grandfather or great grandmother or whatever, and they being called that, and then me calling somebody else that, and they was called I can't reclaim that. To me, I can't reclaim that. That's waste. I had to throw that away out of my vocab. I don't even feel right coming out of my mouth looking at you. You my brother. Derek's my brother. Creekre's my sister. Y'all when I speak with love when I'm talking to all of us, even the ignorant ones of us. Like, why are we doing this to each other? We're doing what they designed us to do, what they made us to do, what they're building us to do. And certain words like that, and us being able to prey on each other through the music, through one of our most valuable cultural differences that separates us from so many other cultures, our music, and we're breaking each other down through that. So they're using one of our most powerful tools. That's how people learn how to go through slavery. Hey, go down to the river, then all the little stuff, the little stuff like that. How hip hop originally started was from stuff like that, from memorization and being able to come off the top of the dome to tell somebody something so they can remember it. They took that and they corrupted it, and now we're talking about WAP and shoot 'em up and all kind of craziness, man. That's why I make my own music. I don't even listen to that stuff.
I will say this though too, with what you just said, that's a great point. When it comes to music, but what if they don't the music? They use others to cosplay and co-op. Like, I know we have our own that makes bad music, but when you look at the state of hip hop today, and no disrespect to anybody out there, but who is making the worst raunchy music? It ain't foundational Black Americans. What is Cardi B? What is Cardi B's nationality? What is she? What is Nicki Minaj's nationality? She ain't FBA. When it's all started, what is Luke Campbell? He ain't FBA. He's from the Bohemian.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
He ain't from here. Middle school. Hey, I was 1993. Doodle Brown, 93.
Yeah.
93 people, we were doing Doodle Brown. Shake that thing, baby, shake that thing, baby. Work that thing, baby. But
I was there. I remember.
But the point I'm saying here is that I know we have people in our culture that does, but when you look at the whole genesis of the music, who is the overwhelmingly making the degenerate music? It ain't FBAs. We have a few, but the whole overall landscape. And I need everybody to pay attention, because when things go bad, it's always Black people's fault. But when things are good, everybody reps where they're from. We got to take the hit. I rock with everybody, but the damn thing I'm not gonna do is take anybody's losses. Like I said, when you see someone do something good, rep. Like who's it? Lou Dort for the Oklahoma City Thunder when they won the championship this week. He's repping Haiti. Shout out to Haiti. I thought this Negro. I mean, I didn't know his full name before. I thought this dude was black. I was no, okay. I said, know what I say? Okay, rep Haiti. Support yours, right? That's cool. You should have pride in yours. But when it goes bad, don't say, where are y'all black people at? Where the niggas at, right? That's what happened with the brick lady. When that went down, what happened when she lied?
Yes,
when she was
her,
on video,
man.
you know what
Oh
she
my
said?
God.
Remember what she said? Where y'all black men at? Where y'all black men at? And there was not one FBA in sight. It were all immigrants. I'm not trying to dog immigrants like that. I'm just trying to say the point that we can't be taking the brunt of everybody else's problems. But when y'all win, you rep yours, and you're supposed to rep yours. But when you lose, you're supposed to honor that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the issue that we have as black people here, because we have allowed others to cosplay us. And now when we talk about the bad things, we have a confusion who's really doing the bad things.
Yep. Hello.
And just like that, that's why we got to deal with the Shans of the world, who is, I believe she's FBA. And so when we have this, just whitewashing or blackwashing, whatever the case may be, but we got to take all the sins. And it's not our job to take the sins. And as soon as we learn one by one, it's like, okay, this is ours, this is not ours, this is ours. But then now we got to go to our own culture. It's like, yo, this is how they brainwashed us. This is how they done this to our mentality to have us move this way. And we can't move like that anymore because it's like I said, the divide and conquer, like we said here earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got a little preachy there. This really
good.
it's important to me because I watched a video on Twitter the other day, and it was literally like 4 black people fighting on the south side, about 20 blocks right. I used to live on 42nd and King. And so it was around the 60s and like that. It's around near Chicago area. And it was a bad fight. I'm like, God damn it, I'm watching videos like, God damn it, black people again. But then the cool thing about our phones now is that we can expand the picture now. You just don't gotta look at it. You can pause it and expand it out. And I was looking at who was fighting. I said, that dude looked goddamn Nigerian. That dude, and then I started slowing frame by frame, and you can tell by the hairline and by that. I was like, yo, man, I get it. White folks can't tell the difference. I can tell who's from Chicago, who's not from Chicago. I can tell who's not from here and who's not from here. So I went in the comments like that. I don't see not one FBI here. I see a bunch of immigrants and not even people who've been here first, second generation. I'm seeing people who probably just got off the boat like a month ago. And they're saying, look at these niggas, look at these coons, look at these animals. And that's not us. Have you noticed in the 60s, we wore suits. When we marched civilly.
Yep.
We had our riders when the other dominant society was doing the things that were going on. We saw the hoses and the dogs. That's when we had the riders fighting back. But when we were doing the civil, when we were peacefully, we had suits on. We had our hair done right. You see the men and women lockstep together.
You know
how did that change so fast? It didn't change that fast. They brought people who look like us, who were the degenerates, then bring the best here, and then they said, look at all y'all.
Well, they had to break that up. Because they for one, they try to say, being civilized like that, wearing a 3-piece suit, wearing that tweed vest, wearing the postal cap the kids used to wear and stuff like that. Now you're trying to be white now. Oh, I can't wear that. I can't wear that now. I gotta untuck my shirt now. I gotta kind of relax my fit now.
A little baggy, let my pants
sag. Let it sag a little bit. And now you stop being presentable because we want to be presentable too. That's not a white thing. Speaking English language clearly. Being presentable in your attire is not a white exclusive thing. I hate when people say that stuff, man.
It's all right. What's going on? Good evening, go Creek. What up, though, Dave? What up, Joe?
Hi, darling.
So y'all can hear me all right? Y'all up here, y'all up here cooking my type of recipe, so I had to put my little 2 cents in. But like you said, Jay, okay, I'm a little younger than y'all, so I was born in the '90s. You know, it's we say talking proper and this and that is white because we are equating white with corny and lame. It's not making it exclusive to white, and that doesn't make it right that we calling that kind of stuff corny and lame. But when you growing up in the hood and shit is hard, you look weak and vulnerable being corny and lame. So anything that's grouped into that, unless because there's plenty of dudes who did what they wanted to do, but they had the confidence and the balls to stand on what they were doing. So if you was bullied and you stood in your stuff, you was accepted to the masses. So I think that a lot of this stuff that we go through as young black men is because of growing up in a harder environment, or growing up with the hard environments being associated with being black. It's like being ghetto and being poor and being impoverished is associated so much with being black in our culture, even though I say all the time it's not. It's just that when we were growing up and we were immature, a lot of the things that we put each other through was because we didn't have a big enough mindset to understand what we were saying. So when we teasing each other about, oh, you talk white, or oh, you got hard about we doing stuff that we grow into doing when we get older. When you know get in your 30s and 40s, yeah, you want to start dressing casual and dressing like you got sense. But when you're younger, it's looked at as weakness. Being corny, being lame is looked at as being weaker. So it's just like a pack mentality, real primal mentality growing up, you know what I'm saying, in these type of neighborhoods, you know. That's just not just to give it a little bell on the other side, a little devil's advocate, you feel me?
Yeah, but Ty, that was part of the programming in it.
Facts.
That was designed that way. So like I remember when I was in school in the 90s, and if you got good grades, oh, you think you smart.
Yep.
It's like
you sure what? Yep.
What? And it but to us it made sense. Oh, I can't show too much attention in class. I gotta kind of sit back here. I can't sit at the front of the class. I gotta go to the back of the class.
Yep.
Who you talk? You know, I mean, and we really didn't disrespect our teachers like they do nowadays. It wasn't that, because you still gonna get your butt whooped if you went home. But it was like you sat back and you did just enough to not excel. And I'm gonna sit back in the class. My homework is not gonna be handed. It was all that stuff. It was like we was all programming each other to do that stuff, man. Oh, you got, you know, and then I didn't sag, but the sagging came in, and then all the other a whole bunch of other, and you just start being less presentable and less digestible by the main. We got to deal with it. It's a red pill thing. It's a reality thing. The main society in the United States of America is a white society. The most people who own businesses are white people. If you're not palatable by somebody who's hiring, which is most likely a white person, then you're not going to get hired. And it becomes a perpetual system. Sometimes you got, in other cultures, infiltrate us, like Dave was just saying. They infiltrate us easily. How come we can't infiltrate other cultures and take over?
Right.
We allow our culture to be co-opted by other people and dismantled, and we can't even do that to other people.
But our
I should be able to get in.
My bad.
I should be able to get into a business and establish myself. And I got my brother Ty Pro that I went to school with, my cousin Dave that's coming across town. You know, my nephew, Derek ain't my nephew, but my nephew Derek come across, and I should be able to get y'all in. I should be able to get y'all into my job, because not only do I know you and can vouch for you, but your resume speaks for itself. So I can bring you in, and we should be able to do that. And by the time they even realize it, we got everybody. Yeah, we can start at the bottom. We got everybody in the mail room. we got even if we got to start at the bottom. I'm not saying that we have to. All the custodial engineers. Now we got some of the guys, all the IT guys. 7 out of 12 of the IT guys we know each other. You know what I'm saying? And then now you working up, you're doing all this stuff, and then we take that over, and now they can't function without us. They can't talk bad about us because they hiring us, but we own it. We don't own the company, but if we leave, oh, you're not paying Dave right? I guess we're not gonna come in. How you think the Italian mob started the unions down at the piers and stuff like that? They run that stuff. How come we can't do that?
And that's another thing too, though. You know, our culture is under attack. You feel me? Like most of the people who own record labels also own prisons, and they making prison-minded music, and they're pushing prison-minded music. Cause there's plenty. I love music, so it's plenty of rappers that rap about stuff that's, I wouldn't say like they're not gospel rapping, they're not rapping about going to college, but they rap about lifestyle. They're not
normal
making
stuff.
drill music. You feel me? Like Media Man, he play a lot of Currency and Larry Jones. That's what I listen to. That whole umbrella of rappers. But we are constantly under attack. We've been like that since we been here. And having tethers impersonating us is one of those attacks. But we also, we've been getting attacked, growing up, the communities, the education, the liquor stores. We already know what it is. We see that. So it's like we gotta we can't be mad at each other for not. We all getting attacked by the same shit. Not all of us is going to realize that. So we can't hold it against each other for not understanding that. We just got to help each other through give them the red pill about life, not just women and pH balances and shit. Give them the red pill about why we should, because I love my people. You feel me? So yeah, I say the N word, but I still show my respect and admiration to my brothers and shit. You feel me? Like it's a duality that you kind of gotta have when because I'm from the ignorance and I had to learn and grow out of it. So you gotta kind of get grace, because if I was the same mindset and a lot of people didn't intervene and help me think differently in my early 20s, I'd be nug still. I'd be ignorant to a lot of stuff still. I'd be following a lot of trends that's not toasty to our people. So we just gotta really each one teach one type of time with each other, man. We can't hold it against each other too bad, because a lot of people just don't know.
Let me chime in what Ty said here real fast. I gotta go in a second here, but what Ty said, it struck with your words you're saying here. And what I want to add here is that a problem that maybe, I'm not saying this is you, but for a lot of us here, is that we don't have OGs or fathers or uncles that is around to change that perspective and that narrative. I'm not saying that black fathers are not in the homes. I'm saying that we don't have them actually a lot of doing what they're supposed to be doing. What I'm saying here is that Derek brought this up earlier. I talk heavily about my father, and I honestly think that my experience is the minority. Like, my dad was married to my mom for 49 and a half years before he passed away. Like, he was with my mom for 50 plus years. When you think about dating, engagement, marriage, then having kids and grandkids and great grandkids. And I was a shadow with my dad to the day he died. Like, he was my coach from T-ball. He was my head coach or assistant coach from the time I was 6 years old until I got to high school, because he couldn't be a full-time teacher and coach when I got to high school, right? When I became an adult, he was my full-time golf partner. Like I was saying, I was 30 years old, and people said, "What are you doing?" I'm with my pops playing golf. What am I saying here? I'm saying that I had my OG with me at all times. I was his shadow. So the things that you were talking about, Ty, like, you had to move a certain type of way, you had to talk a certain type of way because you get clowned. I was getting clowned because that's how I was. But when my pops came around, here's an FBA father, born and raised in Benton, Kentucky, then migrated to the west side of Chicago. So he was a southern brother who became a west side brother. But then
a lot of them were.
Yeah, and then when integration occurred, he saw what was best for the family and moved to the suburbs because he felt like, yo, my family, and I'm not gonna raise no kids on K-Town. If you know Chicago, you know K-Town, right? I can't raise no kids in no K-Town. So even when people try to clown me, Pops was there for so long, you couldn't clown me no more because that was Mr. Jordan. And so by the time I got older, cats didn't say, when I see people, they ask me, yo, Dave, how you doing? It's
Night,
like, first
darling.
thing they would say is, yo, how's your dad doing? I used to be like, yo, you gonna ask me how I'm doing first? But that's because my dad had so much respect in the community, they made sure to ask about him before they asked about me. And if you had that, that allowed me to fight back all the negative criticisms like, yo, you a lame, you this and that. I remember having an argument when I was like 23 years old about having a Michael Jackson doll. Remember the Thriller dolls back in 1982 and 83? When
Yep.
Michael had his own doll, I had one. Still got it in my parents' house, right? And the cats on the south side of Chicago tried to clown me. And you know what? I didn't allow them to clown me. I was like, yo, I got a Michael Jackson doll, so what? You know, but if I didn't have my pops, I would have shrunk. I would have cowered, be like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. No, it was like a 5-on-1, and I had to, you say you don't say the N word, but it was a bunch of niggas. I was like, yo, I'm sitting here with my proper son named David voice. The thing is, I was like, I'm not backing down because my pops was instilled in me, and I moved like that, and because I was around and moved like that. When I was younger, I couldn't move like that because I was still young and I was scared. But once I got to a certain point being around him, he gave me that confidence to be who I am because we're not a monolith. So I'm saying all that to say we don't have our OGs. That even if we feel that we may be a little nerdish or we may not feel right, your pops is gonna instill that into you. He's like, no, don't worry about that. You keep doing you. And if someone messes with you, I got your back. And that was the one thing, even to the day he died, he still had my back. We ran to so many white supremacists together on the golf course and all kinds of crap. So when you go through those little battles with someone who's older than you and impart that knowledge, it makes you move differently than once you become your own man. So that is another thing that we need to have. It's not just about the fathers being the homes. It's just about teaching, having someone to look up to. You seeing that's what you want to become. And then once you have that, no matter what's going on, you're going to move like that then, And so that's what we need to impart. If you an OG, I say OGs or an uncle or a father, it's not about what you say. It's about your presence and then how you present yourself and then your attitude that goes along with when people say, oh, that's a man, or I respect Mr. Jordan, or that things of that nature. And when they respect their father, they're going to respect the son. And we need more of that in our families here. If you got kids, your kids need to know you're there. Your kids need to know, like, yo, okay, that's dad. I got nothing to worry about. And then that's a confidence, even when the dad is not saying something, that's being given to the child, whether you realize it or not. You being you is one thing, but you showcasing you're there and showcasing your heart, your manhood, all that goes into play. And that's some things that a lot of us don't have. And then when Derek was saying that he said he was jealous, it's because these conversations I was talking about in the past here, like that. And to this day, even my pops passed away, people always ask me, yo, man, how you doing? So, yo, I remember your pops, man. Like, even my dad's been gone for 5 years, people talk about they still remember him. And that's the way it's got to be, that even in death, people still remember us. Even in death, people respect us. And if we don't have that and then give that to the younger youth or the next generation or the grandkids, then we keep getting these generations of missing that education, missing that knowledge. And then now we got the kids just raising themselves, and then we got the game that we got game today. So I say all that to say here, as we get older, we cannot keep the knowledge to ourselves. Even if it's not your kid, you spit that game. Let them know that you're there. Even if that's not your responsibility. I'm not saying raise someone else's kid, but that, hey, man, I see that and I look up to that. And that goes a long way when they say representation is key. Representation matters, even if it's someone as a masculine figure, to let you know, it's like, yo, I can be a man. There's nothing wrong with being a man, nothing wrong with showing masculinity. It's a lot of that we need to showcase that here, and it takes a little bit of time here to get to that point, but we got to have these conversations and talk about it. Otherwise, we're going to keep spinning our same wheels and it's going to keep moving in the same direction, which is the wrong direction. But as I want to say that, though, Ty, because you're right. You're right. I get that, because, I say first generation suburb. I heard it when I went down south of Mississippi, and it's like, oh, you a Yankee from up north. Why you saying pop? We call it soda. My bad. I'm up here. And then I go to the west side, and it's like, yo, Dave, why you an Oreo? I ain't an Oreo. I'm black. When I go back home, I got to deal with more white people than you deal with white people in the city. And I think that made me a harder person. That made me a better person because I had to deal with it on all sides. So now that I'm older now, it's like, yo, we don't got to deal with this crap here, black people. We don't got to dog another black person out because they talk proper. Or we don't got to dog that man out because he talk a little bit extra hood and he may say a little extra niggerish. We all moving in the same accord because we all got to deal with white supremacy.
That's a fact. And I like how you put it too. Your pops gave you that confidence to stand on who you are. And when you got, and that's what it comes down to, being able to be confident in yourself. That will get you through so many rooms and different situations in life. And I think a lot of people just kind of cling to the tough guy personality because the tough guys come off more confident, or the street dudes come off more confident. So they always put it on being street, but it's just being confident who you are. But I appreciate that game, man, because my pops, and all my cousins, we all had our dads in our life, but our dads was in the streets. They was around. We could go pull up on them. We could go see them. We could hang out when we was younger, but as we became young men, they was in the streets, and it was kind of like, okay, we young, but we gotta raise ourselves at this point.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that, for sure.
And like I said, I brought that up because Derek earlier, we've had conversations. I ain't gonna front. I've cried on live streams. Like, I use my dad as an example. I talk about that all the time. Like, even in my studio right now, I look ahead. I have his urn down here. My mom couldn't have the urn in the house. She, a black woman, she was married to that. She was with that dude for 5 decades. It hurts her to talk about my dad to this day. I said, no, give me my dad's ashes, right? And every time that I do a live stream, you see this sit up here, you see Muhammad Ali to my back. When I look forward, I see my dad. Even though he's not here physically, his presence is still here when his ashes in that urn there, because that was a strong black man. That was a man who was with my mom's, with his wife, even through the good and bad, the times when they thought about breaking up and they still stuck it out, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then they became old and they became gray, and I saw that man, he was just be cock diesel till he was walking in the cane, to see the whole life cycle of that. But I used that as fuel, because he showed me the way. And I to one other black men all know that even if you may not work like my dad, he was a mouthpiece. The man could, he talked about a whole bunch of things, reason why I'm like a mirror image of him. I'm just a light-skinned version of him with long hair, because that dude's bald. But I say all this to say that if we all have kids, we are living our lives, but once we have kids, they're our responsibility because they carry on our name. We may not be here for much longer. They carry it going forward. That's why they say that, your name can last forever, even though that your physical presence may not be here. And we got to showcase that to our peoples, whether it's your nephew, whether it's your niece, whether it's your actual kids, things like that, or your neighbor, to be that representation, even if you can't be there physically, but you are a symbol. Something to look up to, because even outside of my dad, I had other black men too as well that made me say, okay, this is where I can be here. This is what I can esteem to, And when we have that, that's half the battle, because that's what white supremacy and these other things try to do to us, is to divide and break the black household. And if you can break the black man, you can break the black household. We talk about all the women all day long, but without the black man, it means nothing. You need the man in the household. If the man in the household, then the woman can't lead. Then the kids can't follow the wife or the mother. So when we talk all these things here, as we're older now, this is a middle-aged crowd now. We got to look at the younger folks and our kids and be the example, even if we're not impacting them, touch them directly, but at least be the example they can look up to see, okay, look at Jay. Man, Uncle Jay doing it. Or it's like, man, I see Ty up there, man, Uncle Ty, man, I know, but even if you can't be there every day, be that representation. I got to get out of here, guys. I see Cree's had this live for almost 5 hours, and I ain't been here the whole
Almost
5
5
hours.
hours.
You know,
Yo,
and
Dave,
like I said,
real
I'm
quick.
a middle-aged man, and I gotta go work in the morning. You know, and things of that
Shit,
nature.
I
My
gotta go to
daughter's
work in the morning.
and,
Hey, I just
when I say representation matters, my daughter's 8 years old. She want to be a YouTuber. She's asked me every damn day,
Oh
Daddy, I want to be a
wow.
YouTuber. Can you teach me? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
Let's
I
go.
say all this to say, like, they see us when we don't think we think that we're not. Then we don't think they see us. My daughter knows, like, Daddy, how many subscribers you got? I just try to downplay. I ain't got no big channel. I ain't got no big channel, daughter. You know, little Zoe. Oh, but you know what though? She on YouTube. She goes in her room and turn her channel, and I don't let her watch my content. But she knows the thing is, she sees that dude named Dave, and she sees, she sees me with certain views. She's like, Daddy, can you teach me? You know what you're doing. They
That's
see,
fire.
guys. She just turned 8 years old on Monday. The kids see, whether we realize it or not.
happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. But these kids see us, guys, no matter
Did you
how
take
young we
her
think they are.
did you take her riding in the Beamer for her birthday?
Nah, we rode in the wife. We took the wife's Audi to Home Run In. The wife got the Audi, so we needed to we had to pick up some cousins and everything when we had the family get together for her birthday. But I say all to say, no matter how young they are, guys, they see us. Whether we don't think they see us now or think they see, no, they see it all. And then you gotta look back when you was 8 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old. What did
Mhm.
you see when you looked at your parents or your mom or your cousins or your uncles and your aunts?
Right.
I ain't want to be like them. That's what I
Right.
said.
Derek, yeah, we've talked about this, Derek. You're right. So I
Right.
say representation matters, but no matter how
Yeah.
young they are, guys and ladies,
They see it.
they see us.
They see it.
They
Yeah.
know, Cree.
Yeah. I wanted to be the opposite of what I've had. And like Dave mentioned it, if you don't have no one to show you the rope, it's hard.
Yes.
It's hard. It's a lot of trial and errors anyway, when you're a parent. But when you don't have that foundation, that's why all you brothers who had your fathers, man, and he made a difference in your life, I will forever be jealous of y'all. Cause y'all have something that I long for. And he's dead and gone now, but I still wanted it. He didn't want it, but I still want it. So I have to be the man now, trial by error. I just do the best I can, and I reach out to Dave or Drew or the guys that talk to me. I appreciate the input. I listen because there are things that I don't know, even at 55. Maybe I'm doing something wrong because sometimes my daughter's 15 now, and sometimes I feel like there's such a gap between us that I'm almost like I'm suffering trying to get her to understand. But I talked to her today, and I told her, I said, "Listen, I don't want no rift between me and you. I want you to be able to listen to what I say without getting upset. Because when I'm telling you, it's going to work out for your benefit if you just take the time to listen." I didn't have that. I had do as I say, not as I do type of mom. And if it was like I said before, if it wasn't for my grandmother, I'd be totally different.
That's what's up,
Totally
Derek.
different.
I gotta get out of here, guys. I appreciate the letting me out
Right.
there, Cree. Thank you for letting me speak. And
Yeah.
also, and I say I'm mad at you for making me relive that moment from 2 years
I'm
ago.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's my fault.
it's
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
it's all love, black people. I love all y'all. FBA family, B1 dollar sign. Keep rocking, Cree. You say you got your monetization. Just keep cooking. Just keep
All
making the
right, Creek.
content. Just that's all that the advice I can give you is just keep putting it out there. Even if it's something you don't think is gonna rock, put it out anyway.
Put it
Because
anyway.
the videos that I thought that were gonna rock got me the most views. So don't
All
get no anxiety. Don't feel some type of way. If you can be on a live stream for 5 hours, you can drop that video that you feel uncomfortable with. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So that's to every content creator out there. Do not feel bad about dropping that video. I guarantee you, the video that you feel the iffy that you drop will get you them views. Trust me on that. All right. So if y'all out here trying to get this game, get the game, put that work in. That's my motivation.
Appreciate
So
that.
thank you for
so
bringing
much,
me up.
Yo, check out Jay Tillman's Goot Soup song. It's pretty good. His video is pretty good.
Oh, I gotta check that out, Jay. I'm gonna go see your channel then.
Yeah, go to his channel. All right, Dave. Thank you so
All right,
much.
Dave,
Thank you
man.
for having me
Appreciate
up.
it
Y'all
so
support my
much.
black people.
Peace
Much
out,
love. And I'm
brother
gonna come
Dave.
and check you out on Sundays, Cree. You know,
All
this
right.
has been fun. I don't get the chance to do this on my channel, so I'm gonna come pull
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, come on.
And also too, because I put this on my channel. If you guys are watching on the replay gang, subscribe to Cree's channel, okay? Give her some love and support because she's got a monetization. So if y'all catch us on the replay, support her because if y'all rock with me, y'all rock with her and everybody in the panel here. But on that note, y'all check me on the flip side. Thank you very much, y'all.
And that dude Dave, man. That's one cool brother.
Yeah.
That's one cool brother. And that man ain't nothing but facts, man. Like I said earlier in the stream, he a walking statistician, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk boxing? He'll talk. You want to talk football? He'll talk it.
I just want to put this out to all the ladies in the chat. I offer daddy services, so if you need a daddy.
Oh, since you said that, all the ladies in the chat, if you need a hand with your bras, just let me know.
Oh my God.
I
like how you
Typo. Remember we was talking about the other day? We was talking about when your one boy be talking to all the ladies. You be getting them going, and then the other guy come in and say something.
Say something bananas off the rail.
Yeah.
Hey, this ain't bananas. I've been saying that. You guys are late to the party.
Derek, we just had a 5-hour show hosted by Go Creekery about you crashing and burning.
That's all right.
Apples, man.
I rise like the phoenix, brother. That's what I do.
Aaron, you got a father, but do you have a daddy?
And 90% of the women that watch the show, you done hit on.
Not yet.
You got a whole Rico
not
right
yet.
here.
We said not yet. That means that time coming.
There's some untouchables. There's some untouchables. No, Sheila is untouchable. Jay Walker is untouchable. Aaron is untouchable.
They all untouchable.
Chelsea is untouchable.
They all untouchable to you.
I know, right? Cree a star, man.
Say what now? Oh. I won't say all that.
Derek, where are you, bro? Where are you right now?
Sunky outside.
No,
in front of the fan or something.
I'm in front of the fan. Our central air went out, and man, it's baking in here, bro. I'm not gonna keep y'all long because I am.
You ain't got no clothes on. You
drinking apple moonshine.
I don't have any moonshine yet.
Yeah,
I'm all right.
with those those used apple slices in it.
Yeah.
Hey, you can get them like that. You can get it like that. That's a good idea.
You could get it like that. I'm good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go to the liquor store and give me some. That's a good idea, man.
You've been eating Shauna's special apples.
Them chocolate apples. Oh no!
Freshly squozened apple juice she can make for you.
Freshly squozened.
Hey Jay, we gonna have to really have this conversation about just the culture, and because you were saying some stuff that I really wanted to talk about, but I didn't kind of lost it now. But just
It's
that
This is why you need to hurry the hell up and start your podcast. What is you
yeah.
waiting on? Get your ass on.
That
Ooh.
intersectionality word was corrupted, man. That when they say intersectionality, of course, alphabet corrupts all the stuff. They pull it all over into there. That intersectionality is intersectionality is there's a lot of different causations for why we are and how we are the way we are right now as the Black community. And it's not just slavery. It's a whole bunch of other different things, and it's not all other people's fault. A lot of it is ours as well, and we have to take accountability for that, because there's no
but
reason for us.
it just like it's not all other people's fault, it's not all our fault either.
No,
But
it's
I didn't
not.
mean to cut you
But
off.
the things that we can take control over, we should be, and we don't, man. Like okay, so I don't know if everybody know. So my mom passed last month on the 15th, right? And her celebration of life was this month. So I went back to Buffalo with my dad, and we shared a somber experience together with us driving all over the city. And we looking around at him, and this is, my father's 74, I'm 44, and we're sharing the same sentiment as from everything we see. Right, we're reminiscing on the stuff. We're going to get ice cream where my mom's favorite ice cream spot was. We driving, I mean, every road that could have been driven downtown, east side, west side, north side, everywhere, right? And where you see more of us, people don't take care of their property. There's garbage all over the places. We don't own anything in those areas because the Middle Easterners come and they own everything.
Yep.
There's nothing but liquor stores, quick convenience stores, a few clothing stores, and hair shops.
But that stuff was put in place before we had any type of control over it.
I
And
understand
usually the
that.
landscaping of people cribs, I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but here, when people don't take care of their house, that's how you know young people live in there. It's not
And
that, or they
these ain't
don't
young
own their
people.
house. They
One second, I
don't.
gotta
They
get my
either
daughter
don't.
stuff out the oven real quick.
For sure, for sure. Well, yeah, I would say usually when house is not taken care of outside, is either they don't own the house or it's young people staying there. And I hear with my brother Jay, like we agree on a lot of stuff. It's just that the the our people will perish from a lack of knowledge. Like we just don't know no better in a lot of situations. When you
Exactly.
growing up, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the projects of Detroit. My mama ain't know no better. She grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like not having the internet and not being able to get on YouTube and look at people that was outside of the community doing better than your community. If if you couldn't do that, everything outside of like 8 Mile is y'all. I'm sure y'all know the movie 8 Mile with Eminem. That's the
Right.
border of Detroit. Everything on the other side of 8 Mile was not only foreign territory. You was getting arrested crossing 8 Mile pretty much because your license bad, your insurance bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And since I came from that, I got a lot of empathy for other people that just still stuck in that. And it's not always like that. Like my community got messed up by a lot of outside people of our culture. It wasn't us that was terrorizing it. But once we started growing up in the remnants of the 80s and the 70s, we was growing up in little Cambodia. We first we was gonna be destructive because we were growing up in a destroyed environment. So
Right.
I just kind of have a little more empathy to
This is my
ghetto
grandfather's
shit.
obituary. You see what I say right there, right?
What it say? I can't see it on my phone.
Oh yeah.
Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, my boy, my
Yeah,
boy.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that mean grandpa, you got some realness in you then, boy. But but I hope you heard what I said though. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
y'all
our
was listening.
people,
I got it in.
yeah, a lot of our people just don't know no better, Jay. And even growing up, when you talk about your experiences, like you know what I'm saying, with you know, people maybe like I was a nerd, but I was like I wasn't just a nerd. But you know, a lot I knew people that, that'd get picked on for dressing in hush puppies and shirt tucked in and they socks flooding and all of that. Like, being black, you just got you're expected to be cool when you're black. That's just kind of like it go hand in hand growing up. You know what I'm saying? When you see the stuff on TV, when you see the
I
stuff in
heard
movies.
I heard all the stuff you were saying, Ty, when you say like, oh, it's probably young cats that live in the house, and I don't give people that leniency, man. I'm a little bit more stringent on certain things. It's like, you could have an iPhone or Android. You can go get the J's. You can go get a Nike tech suit. You can go whatever the thing is. You know how to get this, right? So you should know that you got to take your behind out on Saturday and cut the lawn and pick up the trash and pick up the weeds. Like this, like nobody has to. They're like, well, man, they just don't know. Yeah, they do know. They know. They just don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
and
and I like
that.
they
My
don't
bad. Go
prepare.
ahead.
Like my father was saying, he's like, I went by the house and I looked out.